Hey, we're live. Welcome to Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction. It's time for that fun Dungeons & Dragons where a bunch of us get together and play D&D. So glad you are joining us tonight. So if this is your first time watching the Games Tavern and Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction, welcome. Please follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free. It supports the cast and the crew, and we love you forever for doing it. And you can watch us live on YouTube approximately 48 hours later. So catch up on the shows you've already missed. And let's just go ahead and talk about some of the other things, and then we'll kick off this show. So, Anna, what do you got for us today?
Well, everyone, remember, if you have Amazon Prime, that you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription with that. So how about you show your support to the showcast and crew and hit that link in chat. Prime Gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel in the TGT Discord. So hit that up while you can. Rob, you got anything for us?
Streamloots are live. Follow the link in chat to get your Game Tavern packs. These cards can be utilized to help out the cast.
I think there was already some cool stuff that got dropped down, wasn't there?
Yes, there was some. Wait, we added something new this
D4s
week. D4s
and D6 inspiration, stuff like that.
Yeah, we've seen some of those, but we added something new this week, didn't we, Reed?
We did. There are the new WMD character cards, which are now in there. And those may get adjusted to actually do something pretty cool here in the future. So if you get it, hang on to it. And there's a couple other ones in there. I don't want to say what all's in there. You got to find them to find out. You know, it's some
hang
cool
on a
stuff
second there, because I am contractually obligated to tell you, the audience, that you can even get cards to grant Reed something if you are so inclined.
But you shouldn't be so inclined.
No.
You know, today's
unless
the day,
there's
people.
anti-inspiration.
If you love the players, hook them up. If you want to see carnage, hook me up tonight.
Or Garlo. You can hook up Garlo if you want to.
Hook up Garlo.
I support Garlo.
Yeah.
Yes, Garlo's carnage is better than the DM's carnage.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, as always, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can use the link in chat to check it out yourself. If you haven't used it before, it is the place to play your 5th edition games. It gives you access to rules, adventures, and other supplements, and provides digital tools like a character builder and digital character sheet, as well as all sorts of tools for your gaming use. I love this thing. It's been the easiest way I've made a character sheet virtually ever. So I 100% support, and I really think everybody should check it out. And in fact, we think so highly of it that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. So to make it even better, you can go to the link in chat and use promo code TGTShard20, TGTShard20 to save 20% on all subs. Please feel free. Go play games. Use Shard.
Definitely. Tonight, also, we have a giveaway from our friends over at 1985 Games, and they are giving away a set of mystery dice. Never seen by human eyes. Type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a resident of US or Canada, excluding Quebec. Quebec. Good fishings, but no goods for prizes. And you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream, so be sure you stick around and you are present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick a winner. You got to be here to win the prize.
Okay. And we begin where we last left off. Cue music. Storms had just rolled in. But before all that, the party had continued during the revel of the Spring Festival. Or was it Summer Festival? Spring Festival. Going in to actually execute their theft of the wizard's goods. Spectacularly, Rafe and Luciano kept the wizard busy with some of the most ridiculous questions, and at one point playing keep away with a bag of holding. While the remainder of the party, Sim, Turja, and Garlo, all made their way onto the ship with, who was it? Turja disguised as
The Wizard's
the
Apprentice.
wizard himself?
No, the Wizard's Apprentice.
The Wizard's Apprentice James. Yes,
Yeah.
not Oscar Thumbwild, but the Wizard's Apprentice James. Walking
James
on, the
Brandon.
constructs noted that the wizard was there, looked, and did nothing. Escorting the two others, Turja, Sim, and Garlo, then went about the ship, discovering in a few different ways that the ship was bigger on the inside than the outside, with more levels than it should normally have. Getting frustrated, racing all the way to the bottom of the ship, they went to the forward hold, and by pure chance found exactly what they were looking for in a box. Using a copper piece, they threw it onto the plinth to make sure it didn't actually go off with any alarms, explosions, or other magical malfeasance. Nothing happened. Opening the lock, opening the box, they pulled the amulet. Taking the magic amulet, making their way off the boat post-haste, at some point they heard a door close behind them. Making their way quickly off, Rafe and Luciano keep the wizard busy just a little bit after the wizard makes a strange gesture, noticing that something is going on, and he's making haste to make his way out of there. And just as he's tapping his staff to get out of there, they keep away with the bag of holding really commenced. Sim, Turja, and Garlo make it off the ship and are walking back on the dock just as the wizard appears on the deck of the ship and immediately commands his constructs to go down and check the hull. Talking to others, the party sees this and makes their way off the docks post-haste. Getting into the walls of the city unaccosted, unhindered. They make their way through, trying to find the others, get to the room eventually after getting into a fist fight with a zombie and a brawl with people. Figuring out that this is probably not the way they needed to do this, they immediately made it their way back to the rooms, grabbed their stuff, got to the stables, grabbed their horses, and were almost out when rolling thunderclouds came across from the top, out of nowhere. And a booming voice said, "Hear me, I am Maug Ra, regent of Ultazar Mortis. In the knee, we will all be destroyed." At that point, the party stated they were going to bolt for the gate. Coming back, sorry, I just got informed by the tech goblin that we just had a card played. I'm trying to catch that here. Hold on, let me go back and check it here. Duramora played Relentless, which gives what? A plus? Okay, gives Lucy a reroll of initiative. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Totally missed that. All right. So, making your way out of the Farmer's Gate, checking my map here, what are you doing now? You've heard the thunderstorms, you've heard this booming voice.
That's not about us, right?
Of course not. We can leave quickly.
As you're saying this, one of the wagons that was pulled up and covered with guards standing by it starts to move and shimmy. And out from under it, you see a dead drow body start to pull out, and the guards turn around and freak out and immediately starts attacking it with the spears as it leaps for the guards. It's the dead drow you saw in the alleyway
Lotion?
a good day before. Well, the one who called himself Flotion. Flotion.
Yeah.
Lotion.
Flotion.
Lotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you guys hear?
100% I heard Flotion.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already fought one of them. They're not hard. We can help.
Sim, please, this is why we pay taxes.
You pay taxes?
We pay taxes
I'm not sure,
here.
do we?
That's new subject.
I have no
Thunder
desire to
cracks
fight
once
a
more.
giant skyface, so let's go.
Yeah.
From the clouds above, you see what appears to be a large magic wooden ship floating downward in a spiral coming down over Daggerford.
None of you think that if we try to leave, that something up there is not going to just peck us off?
But if we stay, it's definitely going to pick us off.
You
Exactly.
start to
Let's
see
go.
bolts of lightning shooting up from where the wizard's area would be and bouncing off of the boat.
I think they're screwed. Let's go.
Yeah, God. Later. Guys.
Riding horses. Riding away.
So you guys are riding horses from Daggerford. Going out the Farmer's Gate, you have a trail that goes up the trailway, or you could cut across fields and such to try to get back onto the Tradeway Road. Is that what you want to do?
Is it faster?
You never really traveled the other road, so you have no idea. You don't know where it is.
All right.
Taking
Just to
shortcuts is
clarify-
always faster.
Whatever
Because-
decision you need to make it now because you're hesitating outside the gate.
Yeah, just to clarify, we're just outside of town, right?
You're literally standing outside of the gate.
Yeah. So we should ride north.
I
Yeah.
agree.
The
You
hell
wish
is
to ride
north?
north.
Anywhere that's not here, where lightning is
Yes.
coming from a flying ship. Let's ride.
All right, so there's some signs that say Stillwater, infield, Newfield. Stillwater has you making a hard right and racing north. The infield, Newfield sign has you racing northwest.
Northwest is close enough to north.
Yeah, let's go.
Where's Enfield? Let's go.
You guys don't sound scared enough to me.
Yeah, that's because we're focusing on going. Like,
I'm
Bolts
plenty
are-
scared. Hence why I'm trying to go.
Yeah, okay.
You're telling a party that's literally fleeing right now that we're not scared enough.
You don't sound it. You're like, let's have a soft, quiet conversation about this. So, riding your horses as hard as you can. Northwest, you said?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The trail is easier, you can tell, than it would have been to go straight towards Stillwater, which would have run you along the river. You immediately set out. As you're doing so, you're seeing a bunch of other people fleeing the gate behind you. Some on horses, some fleeing the same direction you are, some not. And many of them don't make it. Fireballs start raining down from the ship itself, crashing throughout the area. There is carnage as people are burning as they're running through. You see houses on fire. It is horrible.
Is there like some woods nearby that we can sort of ride in and take cover under? Worth a try.
You're seeing a lot of grassland. I mean, there's copses of trees if you want to hide in trees. That's really
Yep.
good around lightning, I hear.
But that one, they're sitting ducks.
So as you're racing off, there are people who are on bigger, better horses than you that are out racing you, including what appears to be an elven noble and his retinue, who you saw earlier, Flotian. He's racing out, but he's not racing like from cowardice. He appears to be racing to get support and help. And all the while you see him turning and incanting various different spell effects as he goes. He sees you all. He asks where you're headed.
North.
Away!
We're going north. Later. You got this, right?
Well, mostly. Look, I'm seeking elvish help further afield. Perhaps you can help me.
I can't.
Ride with us.
I'm not an elf. Oh, dang. I would love to, though.
What he said.
I don't have time for cowardice.
Gotta
He-
go.
He sets off. He sets off.
Why the hell do you think we need to ride with a bigger group? There's protection in numbers.
There's also targeting in numbers.
Yeah, there's also a big fucking magical elf right there that could have protected us.
As you
Less
turn to say
chatting, more
that, you see a
running.
second ship has risen from the water and is taking off and spiraling. And you see some bolts of lightning and stuff go down and it fire off from one ship, the higher one that's coming down, to the other one that's taking off. And it hits what appears to be blue magical shielding. From there, you see another couple strikes from one of the blue roof towers that was the one nearest from where the gate was that you exited. There is a fight going on, and there's a whole bunch of wizards involved.
See, they have plenty of help. We can run away.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for wizard battles.
More people are riding by you.
Just to be
Keep
clear,
going.
we're still running away.
Yeah, no, I'm running.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're
We're
riding.
not stopping to have
Riding,
this
riding.
discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're riding. Okay. So you ride for how long? How hard are you going to ride? Is this, the British are coming, or is this, This is going to be rough. We're going to ride hard, but we're going to keep it easy because we're going to ride for 6 hours straight. Or is this going to be?
I imagine full bore.
Yeah,
Full
no,
bore,
there's
as long
lightning
as you
coming
can.
from flying ships. I'm racing.
All
Full
right.
bore until we're out of sight of the ships or until it's
You're able
apparent
to
the
do that
horses
for
can't
about
take
an
it up.
hour.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
definitely gonna wicker our horses. I mean, lightning falling from the sky, giant evil person on a ship. Yeah, that's not a place to be.
As you race by a graveyard, you see a few scorch marks on the ground where it looks like there was some kind of conflict.
Okay.
But you see also more bodies coming up out of the graveyard. You race by.
Well, that's gonna be a problem for somebody else.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's a reason this thing was undetectable.
Was that?
Oh, just maybe there's a reason this thing was undetectable.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I zombies are not a thing I handle. Let's keep going.
Okay. You race about another hour total, and you've gone as far as you can. Your horses are now tired.
Oh no.
Okay. So if you check the map, you're about right here. You've
Oh god.
exited the north part of where the farms really are that surround the Daggerford area from the Daggerford proper. So you're exiting the Daggerford outer farm areas and hamlets that are there. Moving past the rows of tilled fields, you are now in tall grasslands and larger copses of trees. The occasional hill rolls are past. Where are you going now? You're going to continue along the trail?
Yeah, keep following that trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably off the trail because I think at this point we probably want to walk our horses.
Okay. Make your way off the trail. Okay. So you make it off the trail and you continue walking your horses for a while, giving them a nice rest. You come across a small area where there's a pond. You can, water your horses a bit, and you let them. They're very tired, and they appear to be very nervous. The air feels charged with electricity still, but the storm is in the distance. It is, for the most part, over Daggerford. Lightning and all sorts of cascading lights are still being seen coming from the distance. The speck that is Daggerford now in the distance.
Thank God.
Who would have thought a wizard gathering would have turned into a wizard war?
Who could have thought?
Oh, is that guy who showed up and started yelling about how we should all bow to him a wizard?
Oh,
He had a flying ship with light. I feel like he was wizard-esque.
I was thinking maybe even bigger than a wizard. Like maybe some sort of god.
sure. I mean, if you believe in
What's that
heretical
gone?
things like gods who would come down and rain lightning on the earth, sure.
Gond wouldn't do that, right?
No,
Okay.
You're like a religious guy, right? Would a god do that?
not normally, no.
Oh.
Typically, they want to act through their followers.
So
Yeah,
could it
the-
be a wizard following somebody? Ooh.
The last time I can remember a god striding on Toril, it did not end well for that god.
Just gone back through you. Right.
Well, sometimes, I hope.
Didn't think needed to. Didn't think that you
Ooh.
needed to be acting through and defending people being attacked by some sort of fucking monster.
Well, I mean, I'm not that kind of priest.
No. He wouldn't do that.
Help farmers set up irrigation canals. I don't fight
And then leave farmers
evil
to die.
wizards.
I mean, yeah.
Just like Flotion said is right. So, and I'm gonna go off with Stampy a bit and just kind of take a quick perimeter search around the pond we're at. Making sure there's nothing popping out of the ground like a daisy.
God, have any of you countered? I mean, besides you, obviously, Cimarine. I mean, I know you guys fought that big zombie. Have you experience with zombies? What? I don't think I've ever seen dead come back to life. This is a lot in one day.
No, it's well, I wouldn't say unusual, but at least in a civilized locale, very, very abnormal.
Water
Here.
deep to make sure the dead stay down.
Yeah. Guy, that's the last I see of you normally.
No one should be brought back like that. It's not fair.
Definitely not.
You think he was like still in there? I was just sort of assuming it was just a animate body that he wasn't actually coming back personally. You know what I mean?
Is that better?
Makes a difference to me.
Well, the souls of the dead stay wherever they ended up, whether that is in the realm of their patron gods or the wall.
Makes me feel better about if I have to fight any of them, at least.
You all clearly have never been outside your own body before.
Sort of give her this blank look and say, and you have?
I would say you haven't, but I think that's kind of clear. You don't want someone else tromping around with your own body. It's even worse if you have to watch.
Are
I
they
need everyone
watching?
to make a perception check for me real quick.
I
All
took
of us?
off with Stampy.
To do the
To walk
perimeter
around.
check?
Yeah.
Still make that
Check
check.
perception check.
Yep. Cimarine and Turja are doing something, like staring at the ground at the time, but I think that
Seems awesome, though.
Garlo spots it first from his vantage point. A flying ship high in the air, making a beeline straight northwest along the trail that you're on. It's got to be 1,000 to 2,000 feet in the air, maybe higher.
Seeing that, are there any close by little cobbles of trees that you were talking about? Any nearby us?
No.
Oh,
You're in
Alright, come
tall
back.
grass.
sure. Well, I'm fine. I'm short.
I was
I'm
gonna say,
hide.
how tall is the grass?
But I come back. Well, fuck a lot of good running did. Looks like they're above us. I pointed
And it
out.
just keeps going.
Maybe if we still very still.
I would say that particular wizard has taken the correct course of action, which is to get as far away from the other wizard as possible.
Do we know which wizard it was?
Ship looks oddly familiar. Make an investigation check with advantage for the three folks who went onto it.
Was that directed at me particular?
7 and an 8.
8!
Carlos,
Let's
no.
go!
Turja, make an investigation check and hopefully you beat an 8. No,
With advantage.
you have advantage.
There you go.
And no.
Okay, Turja recognizes it immediately as the ship. Like she could see for sure something about that ship. See, there's those portholes that we were talking about before. They're right on the front there. I'm not sure what's going on.
I
That's the
say
ship.
it looks like the one we with the schmizzard on it, where we borrowed the schmamulet.
Oh no, not the schmeist.
Do we run or do we wait for it to pass?
Okay, let's think.
Run
He's
where?
just coming this way, but is the other one gonna come with him? Oh god. Oh no. I can't fight one wizard, let alone two. Oh god.
Lucy, calm down. There's no way that they know it was really us.
But
Look
Lucy,
around.
there's a chance they know that it was us. Lucy, I need you to focus on this. That they might be coming right for you right now.
Oh
Lucy.
god.
Darla,
Lucy,
kindly, what the
I
Coming
fuck?
for you, Lucy.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh
I'm trying to see if he hyperventilates into his
god.
kazoo.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Oh god, guys. Okay.
Yeah. When the horses are rested again, we should mount up and probably head to the west, back towards Waterdeep.
We should get there as soon as possible.
I agree. Let's go. I want to get somewhere, somewhere fast.
I'm not sure if we'll get there fast. We'll get there steady.
So you guys mount back up and just move at a reasonable clip, but not full on gallop at full tilt. In about 4 more hours, you make it to a place called Enfield. It's a small hamlet village of farmers and so on. There are guards about, local militia. However, these local militia don't look like people who just got pulled out and put in a uniform. These guys actually seem to like know what they're doing. They're not the king's personal guard, but they're certainly not unsteady. They appear to be ready. Concerned, they obviously ask who you are when you're coming in. What have you seen? We got word that there was something attacking Daggerford to the south.
Oh yes, definitely undead attacking Daggerford, as well as I assume some sort of evil wizard.
Yeah, shit from
Good
the
to
sky, a
know.
lot of
That's what-
lightning. It was, oh god.
That's what Lord Flotian said as he came rushing through. Everybody's still getting their gear and stuff on, but we need to be ready. Where are you on your way to?
We have business in Waterdeep, but at the moment we'd just like to move through your village. That's okay.
Well, do you want to take the trade road? Because that's this way. And he points out a kind of even less traveled trail. Sometimes people cut through on their way to the trade road. Newfield's got a better trail, but this is the one if you want it.
Probably, I think so.
Yeah, if it cuts
And
through
I'm
on.
glancing around at the rest of the party. Like, again, you guys are letting the coward make decisions.
Yeah, I think that sounds great to me. If it's a straight pass through, yeah, I think that'll work.
About what time is it? Because that second lecture was in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
that
dark.
was about.
It's dark.
Well, let's stay the night. How about? I don't really feel like traveling at night if there's undeads coming out of the ground.
I kinda-
We really don't have an inn or a tavern here so much as we got a small tavern, but it's closed tonight.
Oh well, we have.
It's being used to
tents.
stock supplies
Yeah,
for getting stuff ready. But I've got a barn you guys can crash in if you need.
That works.
Most appreciative.
Thank
You
you.
don't have to set up a tent. I'm down for that.
Tell me,
problem.
excuse me, friend. What's your name?
Talon.
Talon. This is an odd question, but
Mhm.
your town here. Where do you keep your dead?
Well, we have little family cemeteries, on each person's plot of land where they bury their family.
You might spread word to have people keep eyes on them.
Oh, that already came through.
Oh,
Like nothing's
perfect.
popped up yet, but we're watching.
Good.
We're watching. It's bad.
Okay.
How much do we owe you for the use of the barn for the night?
If you're just passing through, it's no big deal. Thanks
Oh,
for
no.
word.
Seriously, here's a silver piece. I'm sure you'll be able to make use of it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Pockets it. Because it's the third barn over there. There's plenty of room for your horses. Just stable them up as you need to. You can also let them walk outside if you want, although I don't recommend it. Looks like there's storms brewing.
Well, thank you very much, Talon.
Oh, thank you. Stay safe. Anything happens, if you hear the bell ring and 3 dang dang dangs, that's the alarm bell, and at that point, you probably want to get out here and get yourself armed.
Well, we
We'll
appreciate
do
the help.
that.
Noted.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's the alarm bell all over Daggerford. So if you hear 3 clangs and a space and 3 clangs and a space, that's pretty much the warning. So just a heads up.
Hello.
All
Thanks.
right.
Click on.
It over
So-
the barn.
All righty. So you guys settle into the barn. It's quiet. It's warm because it's still a warm summer night. It's a little humid now. As you're settling in, what do you guys do for your ritual? As part of this, because it's a little unusual. So getting the horses set up. How are you guys setting up?
I'm gonna tie my horse up. Try to, if we have any water, if I have anything left in my camp, try to make sure it's drinking, make sure it has something, going. And I kind of put my badger down, and I'm, making sure he's okay. We rode hard, probably agitated, trying to.
He's just kind of looking up at you.
All right, good boy. All right. It's gonna be a rough couple days. So glad we have you with me, though. Oh.
Okay.
Just need somebody to talk to, and I just kind of like cuddle up to him and just kind of.
Emotional support badger.
Yeah, exactly.
After doing a brief ceremony to, ward off any evil that might be coming their way, I'm going to spend my time using mending and fixing up the barn.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is there a well in town?
There's a few.
I go and get extra water for the horses.
Okay.
Take the saddle off mine, comb it out, do the full put away, and then I spend the rest of the evening, because this is such a tense situation. Garlo rests for a little bit, but then is doing training, essentially. Is just like going through motion of like swinging his axe, just to make sure he's loose in case anything happens.
Okay.
Because that fight with the zombie beforehand, he wasn't exactly prepped for a fight, and so he's probably feeling it a little bit in the shoulder.
Okay. Dark Watchers, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it.
Raid.
See you guys here. So don't forget to give us a follow. And don't forget to enter the prize, which is Mystery Dice. Tonight. So, exclamation point epic to do it. All right. So as you guys are setting up for that, what is your watch schedule, if any?
Oh, yeah, there is a watch schedule.
So what is it?
I take that to mean Turge taking first watch.
Okay.
Sure.
So
I have no
You're just taking
objection to
first
this.
watch.
I'll take
Who's taking
second.
second? Okay.
I could take a bulk of it. Fancy little elf trance if more folks need more rest.
I am exhausted, so I will definitely be sleeping early, and I can take a later watch if necessary.
Okay. So you're going to take the
Okay.
last watch, Luciano?
Then I'll take third.
Third watch? Okay. So third watch with Sim. And then Sim will take fourth watch with Luciano. Okay. All right.
And like before bed too, as people start settling down as well, I want to use Druidcraft to since I can do like I can make a smell happen. And in this case, it's gonna be like lavender and chamomile and like calming things. So that way those who are sleeping can get some more calming rest, possibly.
Okay. Okay. So as the scent of chamomile and lavender wafts over the party, just before you guys all lay down, Turja, nothing happens. The sound of crickets in the background, cicadas maybe, not a lot's going on. Occasionally you hear the occasional bark of a dog, but not much. Rafe, during your watch, you hear a lot of galloping as a large contingent of folks come in on horses and some other things too that you're not familiar with. It's dark.
Can I tell what direction they're going?
They're going from south. They're heading back down south. You
Okay.
can tell some of them are armored. A lot of them aren't, but you can also see those that aren't are slim. And your best guess is they're probably elves.
Okay.
And they ride through after a brief stop, speaking with the person who was not that far away who pointed out at their barn to you. That's uneventful for the rest of it. Luciano,
Oh, I'm next.
Garlo, sorry. Sim wakes up with you, and at that point you hear another few horses, or just as you guys are waking up, you hear other horses starting to shovel out of town and head down south.
It seems the reinforcements are heading south now. Have a good watch.
Shoot it.
Arlo is standing. Has the storm? Does it feel like the storm is getting any closer to us at all, or is it still just kind of off in the distance?
It's just off in the distance right now.
Mhm.
As he looks at the storm, I'm again going to do Druidcraft, and I can use it to help predict weather for the next 24 hours. And it's a little illusionary effect that will say, like, oh, hey, if it's sunny, it's going to be bright out. If it's going to rain, like there's a little bit of rain.
You get the Druidcraft equivalent of partly cloudy with a high chance of rain.
Cool. Sounds good.
Little percentile thing in the corner. It's like,
Thunderstorms
of course.
may possibly roll in. May move to the south. You don't know for sure.
Sounds good. I think we're going to be okay. At least from the weather.
I'm gonna
You
be
doing
honest.
okay?
Not really. It didn't quite sit right with me. Leaving folks. I've done it before, and I didn't think I'd ever do it again. And I'm not feeling great about it. How are you doing? You fine from that thing that bit you?
Bit?
Or-
Oh,
And it hit.
just
You took a pretty good hit to the temple too. That was a mean red hook that guy had.
please, you got worse. You know, I can relate to the feeling, although I didn't expect it to feel so sucky, leaving people behind again. But I wouldn't say I'm comforted, but there's only so much we could do. Is it worth us dying there?
I mean, that's the thing. We won't know because we don't know what we could have done because we weren't there to do anything.
But, okay. What if we use our money to come back to the town and help it after? I know that it's not going to bring people back. That's something good that we can do. That's in our capabilities.
Light rain begins to fall.
My thing lied. I'm so sorry.
I think this whole conversation is happening like in the doorway of the barn because Darlow's Midwestern instincts come from Brandon. And if there's a storm, you stand in the doorway.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like stick a hand out to feel it and flex my hands a little bit, enjoying the moment.
Rain is warm, like the summer air.
Hey, Garlo. And I actually like reach out and take your hand and hold it out.
I grow it.
So we are alive another day. Feel the rain, feel it on your skin, and just take a moment to be thankful that we are here. Because that means that's a fight that we can fight tomorrow, that we might not have been able to fight earlier.
I suppose you're right. You're pretty wise.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But being right doesn't make it feel good. I know that. Doesn't make it better. It still hurts.
Yeah.
Sometimes all we have is the hope.
I walk out into the rain. We sweated a lot and fought, and I just kind of stand in it for a bit.
It's not a torrential downpour. It's a light
No.
rain. It feels
Yeah, but
nice
just-
after a while.
Thank you, Sam.
Eventually, your guard shift comes to an end, Garlo, and you wake up Luciano.
I kind of roll up. Oh, it's me. I stretch out a little bit. I was cuddling up to the badger, so I'm going to cast Mage Hand just to slowly pet the
Bait and
badger
switch.
as I get up.
Mage Hand has no actual thermal energy, so the warmth
It's just
leaves
kind of the
badger.
motion. Just makes me feel better.
Contact.
Yeah.
Indiana
Just kinda-
Jones switch.
And Did anything happen?
Some rain. Some folks coming.
It's raining. People are coming? What?
Leaving. They're
Oh.
leaving.
Oh.
They're going back.
There was a lot of horses leaving town
Rafe's
late
asleep.
last night, headed south.
We're still on the last watch.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Rafe's asleep still.
Hopefully.
So Garlo's heading to bed. Luciano's up.
Oh, I'm up.
You look it. You're looking great.
Yeah.
The rain has stopped, by the way. It's now faded in. It's not extremely hot, but it is humid enough that a light, misty fog is kind of coming up off the ground, but it's not dense. It's just light, even in the darkness. Just enough as stuff is coming in because it's getting a little cooler against the hot ground.
How was your last shift?
It rained. I like the rain. It's nice. But
Ambiance.
yeah. The nice thing about rain is that it washes away all the stuff that happened before. And that might not be the case for Daggerford exactly, but I like to think of it as a chance for something new.
It's a good point, I guess. Yeah.
I'm full of those tonight.
Oh.
Morning, whatever time it is.
I'm just kind of half here. I'm like even though I'm awake and I slept pretty well, thanks I think a lot to Sim. I'm just kind of like, oh my, I'm still reeling from everything that's been going on. Whew.
Yeah. Did you sleep well at least?
Yeah, thanks, Sim. I didn't think I was gonna sleep for days. Honestly, it was a little rough, but the badger helps.
Therapeutic badger, I'm sure.
Rooster crows in the background.
Is eaten by the badger.
Here, Rooster screams.
Still dark.
God, I don't think I've ever. I've never seen magic displayed in such a horrific manner. It's. Oh my God.
Pretty new to all this, huh?
Yeah, I didn't leave the city much, honestly.
No?
No.
But there's so much to do, so much to see.
Yeah, but what's wrong with the city?
Oh.
City's great, treats me well, grew up. Never had a reason to leave, really.
You felt safe there.
Yeah. But to see all that destruction just in mere minutes, oh my God.
Yeah.
Think James is okay? I'm sorry. It's the only thing I can think of, honestly.
It happens before I can catch myself.
Yeah.
It is a moment of like a blunt honesty. Not me. Just, oh no, he's probably dead.
Yeah. I thought as much.
You really like knew him for a day.
Yeah. Love hard though, right?
No.
Love fast,
only-
love hard, love often.
But maybe he got your note, and maybe he got on a horse, and maybe he's on his way, and maybe you get to be his knight in shining armor later. It'll make for a wonderful story. It'll make for a great song. Either way. Is that too soon? Probably is. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be nice. It's just not what I would. He deserves better end than all that's going on there.
A lot of folks do. Doesn't change it.
That's true. I don't think I've ever been that close to such an immense tragedy. Being in the city, don't get me wrong. I've seen my fair share of death and tragedy, but not on that scale. That's
The rooster crows once more.
something else.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Don't
How are you
treasure it.
holding up?
Oh, well. Can we talk about something else, maybe?
Absolutely.
And I think even if it's still too dark, I'm gonna start like kind of packing up horses and start just getting ready so that way when we are awake, we can just get going.
Excited to get back. We finally finished at least your the mission for you, right?
One of us. I mean, we all got missions completed, quests
True.
and stuff. Oh, the payday's gonna be amazing.
Mac and cheese, though.
We should go for a drink afterwards.
Yes.
We can have just a wonderful night on the town, and maybe we can just forget about it for a night.
Yeah, for one night, yeah.
Yeah.
A drink would be great, though.
I pat my person as if I might have something, but unfortunately I do not.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm looking to see like I like kind of peek into other people's saddlebags. Like, does anybody have anything?
You're going through people's stuff?
Not going through, just kind of like feeling it. Like, is there any containers, liquid, any?
Hearing,
Oh, you're
shaking the
going
bag.
through people's stuff,
Yeah.
Lucy.
So as Luciano's like trying to feel up everybody's saddlebags, Sim, you start to see the first peaks of light as it's a cloudy, purplish red peak of light in the distance. From here, you're able to see a number of distant mountains and hills, but it's definitely peeking over the horizon. It's that light before the light actually comes over, before you actually see the sun. And the rooster crows once more.
Take a
And
nice
so do
deep
like
breath
four others in town.
of like morning air, and all right, it's a new day.
Morning air has that wet, fresh spring rain smell.
I think those who've been sleeping the longest, I start waking up. We never said what time we would wake up, so I'm assuming first light, and it's probably gonna start with Terja, and then Rafe, and then Garlo. Did not prepare breakfast
Okay.
at all, but definitely got horses ready and that thing. Well,
When Sim pokes me, I just sort of, and I pull the blanket over my head.
Yeah.
5 more
Terja.
minutes.
Terja.
What?
It's time to wake up. The sun is
there
out, so we need to
Mastica
wake
bean
up.
juice?
Huh?
Rafe.
Is there Mastica bean juice?
Not here, but we have to go get some.
right,
5
I'm
more
up.
minutes.
I'm up. What's going on?
You have any food in your bag?
Yes. And I'll just reach into the bag of
I didn't
holding and
feel
pull
much,
out-
but I figured that's because it was bottomless.
pull out like several ration packs.
Oh, thank God.
So it's trail rations. So it's
As your badger just gets like hulking out, sort of.
it's like raisins and various nuts and some hardtack and some other good stuff in there. Some dried meats. So like jerky, that kind of stuff. You're doing all right.
Thank God. Bless you, Rafe. Your foresight.
Garlo!
Oh, yeah. Garlo! Sorry, I was busy eating.
Carlo is essentially nested inside of a hay bale. He's dug himself in and has made a nest. And yeah, we're getting ready to go.
Uh-huh. Time to get up.
All right, come on, Stampy. The last bit of the bacon I had from yesterday, give it to Stampy. And I just take a biscuit out of a ration.
I don't know what skunk sounds made, but that's as good as it's going to get. So I'll study skunk
stamps.
sounds later.
He's like Thumper.
Exactly. It's all in Morse code. No.
Yeah.
Shall we check out with guards or something? See if there's anything we need to help with before we go, as some sort of thanks.
I think I can make that arrangement, yeah.
So as you guys mount up your horses and load, take a quick snack of dry goods for breakfast, you guys walk your horses out of the stable.
Yeah.
There's a different guard there at the front, and the town appears to be shuttered. for the most part. There's not a lot of houses here in the first place. There's might be like 12 total
Yeah.
in this hamlet. And there's other houses, that are further out in other farm areas in this area, but not a lot of people here. And every window is shuttered. The low walls around the houses are all taken care of. It's all there, but nothing appears to be going on in town. It's very, very low key.
All right. Where's I think Town's by the gates, or he probably had night shift.
He probably had
He's
night
out
shift.
there.
He's probably
Yeah.
awake. They're probably asleep.
As you get near the trail, the dirt road that's through there, there's definitely, from the rain, a lot of horse prints from the mud that is still there, that went in both directions. But you can definitely see a lot more went south from the way the horseshoes landed. You don't need a survival check to realize that something's going one way.
Okay.
Press on then.
Oh, were we all there at the same time? I thought
Yep.
Lucy was going on ahead.
I was just seeing him out there.
So heading south to reinforce after resting?
Going north to reinforce.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't say that. Sorry, that's a lie. We're going north.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Best of luck in your travels.
Thank you.
Are
If it
you going
wasn't
to
pressing-
Newfield, or are you going back to the trade road?
I believe the trade road to Waterdeep.
That's the road right on the other side of town to the left. If you keep going on the main road there, or the dirt road there, you'll see Newfield. But the road to the trade field, it's an even worse trail than this. It's not very well kept. It's a horse trail at best. Footpath at worst.
It's reasonably clearly marked, yes. And like we won't wander off it by accident.
It's up to you. Just follow the trail. You'll be all right.
Appreciate the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As you say this, a few wagon loads of people have started to, you can see them in the distance, are heading towards infield from the south.
Let's get going before too many more people can see us.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
All right.
Start making our way to
Carlo.
the
Your
road.
saddlebags fully laden with hard cheese. Oh no, your saddlebags are just fully laden.
Yep.
Hard cheese is sitting in the bag of holding, and you guys are all moving on the road to the main trail road.
Yes.
For the better part of 4 hours, 5 hours almost, you make it to the trail road, or the trade road. Just north of what could be known as a farmland, you can see just a few miles off in the distance of Rushville, and there is a little track there you can take if you wanted to for a trail to go there. Just on the other side of a very large forest in that area. Let's see here. It puts you right about here. Okay.
Oh, there we are.
You've hit the trade road. So
Ocean Estate.
yeah, you remember that from the sign you may have passed earlier, maybe. So as you're heading up, you move about another 4 hours, and you do come to the trail where there is another marked trail, about the same as what it took to get from Daggerford to Enfield, that says Flotian Estate, Newfield, Enfield, Daggerford.
That Flotian guy was real fancy.
Bless him.
That was the real Flotian.
No, the other Flotian. The Flotian with an L, I think. Was that how it was spelled? No, sorry.
Silent L.
Confused.
Oh,
Silent
yeah,
L,
yeah.
of course.
Silent Q, I think.
Quotient.
Well, let's just keep going. Let's go get paid, and maybe there's something that can be done out there.
Making extreme haste, you guys make it to just over a bridge and it's about 2 hours till sundown. And you see a marked road that says Nightstone to the right. And you can take the tradesway and still be on the road to the north. And it says Nightstone's only a few miles away.
I look at the others and say, well, why not stay in town tonight? It's probably safer than camping out by ourselves.
That's a good point.
How many hours would you say it is to Waterdeep?
It's further to get to Waterdeep than it is to get to Nightstone.
Well, we're still a full day
how
away
late?
from
Yeah,
Waterdeep,
how late?
right?
How late will we
It'd be well into the darkness and you'd be well into the next day before you get to Waterdeep. And you have another river crossing.
So also we have tents. We're on the main road. It's not as safe as being in a town, but
This
it's still
was
the
the
main road.
area where you were attacked by orcs,
Yeah, let's stay in town tonight, and then
just as a reminder.
if the
And that
wizards decide they want to battle it out over Nightstone, then at least we have other people with us to fight them back.
True. Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
We're not bringing danger to them, are we?
They might not care.
I mean, we wouldn't bring them. They have no business to come past. Oh, I don't know what their business was in the first place, but I assume they have no business past Daggerford.
I look over at Garlo.
fine. Let's go. Kill my horse to the Nightstone Road.
Okay. Making your way to Nightstone. Nightstone, the trip to Nightstone is relatively uneventful. Some light rain had fallen a little earlier in the day. It's already gone. As you get into Nightstone, though, you see a city that is very busy. Wagons are starting to go inside, carrying all sorts of goods and grain. People have some of their personal goods lined up. It looks like a city that's either amazing at commerce or something's going on. But it's not huge. And when I say it's not huge, I mean it is very small. So to give you an example, let me kind of do this here. Boom. There's Nightstone. Welcome to Nightstone.
Thank you.
You see a number of very large houses as you come up to the gate that are inside, but outside it's wood palisade walls, wood towers, save for the two towers by the entrance and a few towers outline the islands that set up the actual palisades themselves as like abutments. On a large, very steep hill, separate from the main fortress, there appears to be a keep as well. And mind the map here, don't worry about it. The keep is not actually damaged as it is in this map. It is fully created. It's fully set up. It's perfectly functional. There is nothing destroyed in this town. Coming into the gates, though, you are in line with a number of other farmers that are very quickly being, brought in. Said, okay, what do you got? People are bringing in some livestock, some other things. Yep. Hurry. We know there's a siege on Daggerford. We're just trying to make sure everybody's okay here. Come on in. Whoa. Travelers. Where are you coming from? Enfield.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite a haul to get up here from Enfield, but fair enough. How long you staying?
Just tonight.
Just the
thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
Just the night, okay. You'll probably want to stay at, I believe, the aptly named Nightstone Inn.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you point us the way? Is there stables with the horses? Does the inn have stables?
There's tie-offs outside with a
Perfect.
covering, but not really stables. I mean, there is
Perfect.
stables. If you want to rent the stables, it's separate, though.
Either
But
way,
there is a stable.
as long as they're somewhere.
It's 3 coppers a night for each horse. So you want to hit the stables first? No problem.
Yes.
All right, so the stables are right here. That is the stable. Can you see that? Hold on a second here. Why is it not doing that? Oops, that's why it's not. The stables are here.
Gotcha.
So crossing the gates, you come across the main square. The main square is actually filled with various different wagons, all being lined up. Various different things are being pulled off. The main area also has some dogs running free and barking, some kids playing around and shoot off at the same time. There is a temple that in one case is, you can't tell what it's dedicated to right now. If you want to go into it, you can find out. But for right now, it is what it is. Do you drop off your horses at the stable right away?
Yeah.
I figure they need it.
The stable hand takes them off. All right, we'll make sure they're. What time are you leaving tomorrow?
First light.
First light. Oh,
All right, we'll make sure they're saddled and ready for you in the morning. Then, come on,
Thank you.
come on, and they lead the horses in. There is only a few individual horses here. Most of the horses right now are being kept attached to their wagons, whatever is going on out there. There are some horses in there, but and there's some amazingly nice war horses in there, but not a lot. So plenty of room for the horses. Coming out, you see something you've never seen before. A large monolith pointed at the top with a very, very flat black colored stone. So black it seems to absorb the light itself, not reflective. But deep within, you see, if you stare up real close to it, possibly some lights and lines within that appear briefly and then disappear.
Is it 1 foot
Modern
by
art.
4 feet by 9 feet?
Is it 1 foot by 4 foot by 9 feet? It's right here
Okay.
in the center of the town square. So it's roughly, I want to say 10 feet wide at the base, tapering to the top, certainly taller than a man.
I'm up there, hands on it, like nose to stone, looking at
Make
it.
an investigation check, Turja.
Cover your eyes on it and just like
I was gonna-
see in it.
Like I said, I looked at Rafe. I'm
15.
like, Rafe, have you seen anything like this?
15. Turja, this looks a lot like the stone you saw in this diameter circle previously that your mentor was showing you.
Plot
here.
Dickens.
And
I walk up and I sort of like run a hand on it, trying to see like if there's anything that I can tell about it beyond the obvious.
Make an investigation check.
Maybe I'll get lucky. 8.
Nope.
Yeah.
You've never seen anything like this, except that it looks kind of like that circular stone that you saw before.
Okay.
I mean, are we all
Strange place.
fascinated by a big rock? I assume it's a night stone, as in
It's
like this
it is
place
the
is not.
Nightstone monolith indeed. You're looking at there. That's what gives the town its name.
I figured it wasn't an
Turn
original
around to
badge.
see a gentleman.
oh,
Same time.
Yeah.
Oh.
whoa!
Gentleman standing there. Welcome to Nightstone. Sorry, it's not under better circumstances. Apparently, we're preparing for a siege of evil wizards from the sky, which is very odd. Nonetheless,
Do we know this guy?
no, you
The
don't.
reports
know.
that it's
I'm-
coming this way.
I'm noticing you. Look, you have that lost. I've never seen a black monolith before. Look, I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah, it is my first black monolith, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
also
know
mine.
anything? Is it like magic or something?
No idea. It's been here since before the town.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome. Make yourselves at home. Nightstone Inn is actually pretty nice here.
But nobody knows anything about the stone?
No,
Just here.
Oh.
it was here.
I think things just are.
Yeah, you know, I get it.
Yeah, sorry. There's things here that predate humans by a lot. It's welcome to the Forgotten Realms.
What about elves?
We got elves. The elves don't get along so much with us.
Why not?
Something about having a hunting lodge in their area at some point, and encroaching on their territory and all that rot.
Well, no wonder they don't like you.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, sometimes it's rougher than others. We do have a common enemy, though, the orcs.
Yeah.
And the goblins and the ogres, and sometimes a troll every now and again. But other than that, we're probably more likely to be shooting arrows at each other than against the same enemy. Anyway, is what it is. Well, I'm going to go have a drink at the Nightstone. Welcome. And
Sounds like
feel
a
free to have a
great
run of the place if you wish. Just don't go in anybody's houses without knocking. You know, adventures and all, it's still a house. You know,
I was gonna
people
say,
live
is that
here.
Didn't catch your name, friend.
No, Rigsby. I'm just passing through myself.
Is it your first time in Nightstone, or you've been here before?
Oh, lots of times. I do the trade route.
They got a cemetery here in town.
They do, right behind the temple there. It's very
Somebody
lovely.
watching it?
No. Why should we be?
Probably.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. But you remember that wizard battle that down
No,
down
I don't.
south?
I don't know anything about a wizard battle. What wizard battle?
The wizard battle in Daggerford.
Wizard coming from the sky.
Somebody was raising dead bodies.
They were raising dead bodies. We didn't hear nothing about that.
Well,
really?
if you're
I
not
just have to sleep with
local.
me sword across my chest. Well, I'm going to have that drink there. Good luck.
You
It's not
could
my
sleep it
town,
off.
not my day to watch the graveyard. Good luck. He turns
Rigsby
around and
was
walks
a
into the tavern.
human.
What's that? He was human.
Rigsby was a human.
Human, yeah.
Any others, like mid-20s? He seemed like a young guy. Or
He's a young guy.
I have
You know,
notes.
late 20s, actually. But, you know. Hair's not graying like his DM.
Silver Fox.
I suppose we should go get rooms at the inn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow Rigsby, grab a drink.
Moving on from James pretty quick, I see.
Love hard, love fast.
Yeah, love fast, love hard, love often.
Love briefly.
Cheers.
Walking by and turning around, as you guys turn around, you notice there is a large hill to the southwest with a large windmill on it. There are some plowed fields, but fenced in. Not massive, but large little farmettes. And there is what could only be described as a miniature general store. Not exactly excessive, but it does have a general store of some sort. There is a large, what you would say, bridge walkway that goes from the town square proper, south, over to the fortified keep area, which has another set of palisades, stone walls, and so on. Heading north into the tavern, you step into a major central hall area. Within, there's the smoky smells of meats cooking and warm hearths drying some clothes from a few rained-on travelers. There appears to be more than a few people inside, thanks to the rains, the farmers coming in, bringing their families and some of their stuff, as well as a couple caravans here and there offering trade goods. People are sitting there. The murmuring is quiet. The tone is somber, but is punctuated with the occasional laugh or joke here and there. The bar has about 3 spaces open, and there's only one table left without any people sitting at it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna ask. Pardon me. I'm gonna try to find anybody who I can get a room from. If there's anybody in the bar or any kind of wait stand where I can get a room booked.
Okay.
I'm going to move to the table.
All right. So you're looking for somebody to get a room, Luciano. Garlo's moving to the table.
I tap Cimarine on the shoulder and I say, "Hey, I'm gonna go warn the guards about how the bodies were raising from the dead in the Waterdeep, or not Waterdeep, Daggerford. I'll be back in a few minutes."
You want company? No, I'll surely be going out about alone right now.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's tell the others we're gonna be out for a little bit and come right back.
Sure.
Okay. So you two are going after the guards. Rafe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a look around and listen in. Not trying to be obvious, but probably fairly obvious.
At the bar or at the table with Garlo?
Oh, I guess probably the table with Garlo.
Okay. So you sit at a small round table that has just enough room for about 5, maybe 6 people if you squeeze in tight. Luciano, you walk up to the bar.
Yep.
You are greeted by a dwarven man.
Sir.
Hello?
Hi, yes, sir. Any rooms available? My friends and I are traveling. We're just looking for a room for the night. Wondering how many you have.
Well, I've got, he checks his roster. I've got 4 rooms total. I've got 2 taken. I've got the group that's putting the coin together to take up a 3rd, and I've got a 4th room.
How many does it sleep per room?
Normally about 2.
This is a little bit disingenuous. Can I get the 2 rooms?
Yeah,
Like,
hell
they're
yeah.
trying to
I'll
get
bid him
the-
right now.
If I
Hell
have
yeah.
the coin now, I kind of reach into my coin purse.
He's looking around. He's like, look, we're not that kind of tavern.
I can pay a premium.
Come on, get him.
We
Get
got
him.
people in need here.
Understood. Hey, I'm nothing if not reasonable. Understood. Can I get the one?
Yeah. Absolutely. How many people staying in there?
Just a couple.
He looks at you.
Just 4
Make
of
a
us.
deception check.
Yeah. Oh, deception. Easy.
You said
easy.
4 or 5?
Yeah, just 4 of us. Just 4,
That 4 of you is fine.
We can
Don't worry
sleep
about
2 to
it.
a
I'll
bed.
even give you a discount. Hey, look,
bless
a
you.
silver
Thank
a
you.
night. You're good to go.
Thank you. I didn't want to like toss it at him, but I kind of just like reach over and kind of give him the silver and there you go. Thank you,
Thanks.
sir. And I kind of
Looks in his purse, takes a bite
Yeah.
of it. So,
Coin purse
you
back
drinking
up.
anything? You
yeah,
moved
I'll
your-
actually be
took
back.
all your stuff up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put my stuff up. I'll be back actually though for a drink.
All right, hold on.
Remember that.
Here's
I'll-
your key. And he slides
Yeah.
a key over to you.
Cool. And I'm gonna make my way back to Garlo just to be like, and I'm gonna let him know like, hey, I got a room. I'm gonna go drop off the badger. I'll be back.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
Put Stampy away. As I go past, can I see this dwarf? Excuse me, you got any food ready to go right now?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we can have it whipped up in about just a few minutes. I mean, we've got bread rolls ready to go, and
Make
some stew.
Stew might be fine. Can I get a bowl of stew real quick? Take up and eat
Sure.
in my room.
Sure. Breaks out a bowl, brings over a ladle, hits the thing, gives you 2 big scoops. Comes with a roll. That'll be 3 copper.
Appreciate it. I'll open a tab and I'll put a gold coin on the bar.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Takes a bite of it too. Tucks it away.
Yep. So I follow Lucy up, and I don't know what Badger's gonna eat, but Stampy's
No, I got
gonna
him.
eat
I
stew.
got him. I got him.
All right. So from there, we're going to transition over to Turja and Cimarine. Turja and Cimarine, you guys are walking where from the outside of the front door?
To the front gate where the guards are.
Okay. Well, there's guards there at the front gate. And there's also guards walking the palisade walls. Since you're paying attention to that now, there's typically groups of 2 to 4 guards at a time. They're armed with bows, swords, spears. A few carry some additional, things like a hatchet or something they favor maybe. But for the most part, they're armed identically and in the livery of the Nandar household.
Hmm.
Okay. From here, you are walking to the front gates. You're there as other wagons and people are coming in. It's starting to get dark. They're just standing there checking people, letting people in. How are you approaching them?
Is there one of them that doesn't look like he's actually talking to someone at this moment? Like he's got a spare moment where he can talk to us?
Okay, so that's what you do. You seek out a person who's okay, and he's standing there, kind of watching what his sergeant's doing, and he turns to look. Oh, yes, miss.
We just came from the Daggerford, and I was wondering, do you guys
Did you see the fight there? We heard that there was a siege.
We saw just enough of it to make us very strongly favor the strategy of running away.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Well, I was actually going to ask, do you have anyone watching your cemetery right now?
Just the priests normally? Why?
Because one of the things we saw was rising dead bodies.
I killed one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This isn't a joke, right?
No, this is not a joke.
Weird thing to joke about.
Okay, well, all right. I'll let the sergeant know, and they'll let the captain know, and then from there they'll decide what to do.
All right. Just wanted to make sure you were aware of that little piece of information. Didn't want the corpses rising out of the ground and attacking every one of their houses before you even knew they were there.
But thank you.
Yeah.
We'll keep watch on that. Do you know how they were rising or what was causing it?
On their legs?
Noted. Okay, fair enough. You see him stop and go talk to the watch sergeant. He points over at you guys briefly, and then he says, "They're getting up. They're coming out of the graves," he said. The sergeant looks over at you guys, looks back, comes back over to you guys. I'm sorry, did you just say that we need to be watching the graveyard because the dead will rise from our graves?
Well, probably not if you haven't seen it happen yet. But I'd keep a guy watching it for a day or two just to be on the safe side.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He then looks at the guard who's just told you that. I want you. Oh, please no, Sergeant. Please no. Yep. You and Smitty. Oh, come on. We'd rather clean the privies. Nope. You two are going to stand in the guard's watch in the cemetery tonight.
So, quick question. So, did they get the graveyard shift?
They did. They absolutely did. And you see them kind of hang their heads and like, all right, let's do this. We're about to close the gates anyway. He gets the last of the wagons in, and you see him go through the ritual of dropping the portcullis, raising the drawbridge, bracing the gates. See him get past that. Ha ha!
What if they're in? You know what? You guys are doing great.
We try our best.
You look super smart. Yeah.
Yep. Well, they're not going to breach these palisades. The orcs have tried, but they're not going to do it this time.
Oh, orcs on the outside, dead on the inside. This is gonna be a really fun night, Georgia. I think
The
we're gonna have a
worst
good
was
time.
when they found a way to make catapults and started launching the goblins over the walls.
Was that recently?
It was last summer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Most of the goblins didn't make it over the wall. Very satisfying crunch and splat when they hit it. A
Oh.
few did make it. Most of them crunched and splatted when they landed. But a few of the little buggers did get through. And let me tell you, they're mischievous little... Let me tell you. Killed a lot of sheep that night.
Why did you kill a lot of sheep?
I think the goblins.
We
did.
didn't. They
Oh,
did.
okay. That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Why would
In
we kill a
anger.
lot of sheep?
That's why I asked the
We have
question,
goblins.
because it makes no sense.
Because they're goblins. They kill sheep.
Well, no, it makes perfect sense why the goblins would kill the sheep.
Yes. Right. Anyway, back to our watch.
Sure. Hey, Tertia, should we stop by the church? I know that they sent who's it and what's it over there, but do you want to go warn the priests too?
Well, I don't think we need to warn the priests, but I actually probably owe Tamora a little thanks for, getting us out of Daggerford alive.
Oh, that was her?
Well, I just whenever something lucky happens, I assume that was Tamora because that I don't want to run out of luck. So
You can run out of luck?
I'd rather not risk it.
Oh, that's just being smart. You're thinking ahead.
So I guess we head over to the temple really fast.
Nothing
Okay.
like a rushed prayer to say your thanks.
Well, not rush, but
Okay.
like we're not gonna be there for an hour either.
Speed run. Let's go.
So
Here's
walking
Tamora,
up to
these are gifts.
the temple. Hold on 1 second here. Let's see here. Let me pull that up. I got to make sure I find that. So give me just a minute here.
Sure. So how did you start following Tamora?
I don't think of it as following so much as being properly respectful.
Okay. How'd you come to be properly respectful of Tamora?
Like just the way I was raised, I guess.
Oh.
Made it to the front steps. This temple is interesting in that it has a large stained glass window at the top in a circle, but there are two symbols in it. It's like a split down the middle. One half appears to be dedicated to the very noticeable sign of Lathander, and the other half is dedicated to Myliki, the goddess of the forests. It has a slender steeple containing a large bronze bell and glass windows throughout, depicting the images of birth, the dawning, sun, trees, unicorns, so on. The door is closed.
Not open?
No. You can knock on it. You can open it if you want to try.
Well,
There are some lights flickering within the stained glass. You can see.
well, I don't see Tamora's here, and I don't really pay too much. Lathander and Myliki are, yeah. So I guess go back to the inn.
Sure. Okay. I'm just here for the company, really.
As you're saying that, the door opens
Uh,
and you see the guards that were just sent to check the cemetery come out. And the priest says, "What do you mean? What do you mean to say that in front of everyone in there that's now talking about what you just said? Get around back and do your duty and don't frighten the parishioners anymore." And he slams the door, and these two guards are looking at you like, "Oh, no. We really did it again, didn't we?" "Yeah. This is why we got put on this duty, isn't it?" "Yeah."
Better luck next time.
See him walk down the steps and turn around and walk around the back where there's a stone walled cemetery that you can see in the very last remnants of the sun's light as it begins to peek down under the horizon. And at this point, we're going to take a quick short break. When we come back, we're going to find out what happens next, which there is something definitely coming.
Oh, oh my.
And that's why we did all that stuff. Oh, you're back. Hey guys, we're glad you joined us out here. So happy you could join us. Okay, now we're back. And now we're going to bring the energy as Turja and Sim are walking around now in the dark. There are lantern lights in front of different people's houses.
Nothing bad ever happens in the dark in the Forgotten Realms.
I don't know.
We can make it
Could
so.
be.
Wait, it's not that campaign. Sorry.
Where are you headed to next? You're right
Well-
about here on the map. If you can see the map here.
Map.
Well, we can either keep exploring the town, or we can go back to our friends.
Let's
Well-
go back to our friends. We can't see
Okay.
much of the town at night anyway.
Okay.
As you guys move back to the tavern, the lanterns in front of the tavern are quite nice, and a armored figure steps up with a deeper voice with a nice dark brown beard. Says, "Welcome. After you, ladies."
That's awfully polite. Thank you, sir.
And he's armored, like head to toe, has a tabard in front of him. Turja, make a history. Do you have proficiency in history?
Actually, yes.
Okay. Simrine, do you have a proficiency in history?
No, I do
Okay.
not.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
you
no
recognize
for
that
me, dog.
the tabard is the holy symbol of Torm. Shield across his back, long sword at his side, a couple other daggers and stuff. He's obviously a armored knight of Torm, so known as a paladin in some circles. And he allows you to walk right in, and he steps in behind you, closes the door, and goes over and sits by the bar for a brief moment.
He's big.
He is big.
And very righteous.
We could use someone like him.
Only if you don't talk about some of the things we've been doing recently in Daggerford.
Well, I gotta say, if you ask, I can't be held responsible for what I say.
Yes, you can. I'll hold you responsible personally if there's anything left of us after he finds out about certain schmizzards and schmips.
Well, if he's asking,
Then he's asking you, don't tell him.
okay.
As
Or if
that
you-
conversation draws to a silent but
We
not
were saying
complete
that
close-
quietly, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you. I kind of figured that was an under the breath conversation.
Yeah.
Luciano and Garlo come downstairs after parking their pets. Unless you want to hang out up there. Actually, you ate your soup up there, right, Garlo? I'm sorry.
I got the soup to give to the pets. I crumble up some of the hardtack into it, basically like
Okay.
kibble, and just
Mhm.
put it in. And I give some to Badger. And I take a look though as I
Thank
put
you,
it down in front of
Carlo.
him. I'm like, how are you sitting with everything that happened?
Oh, I haven't even processed. I was hoping to get a pint in me before I had to start thinking about this again. I don't know. I was talking to Sim about it. It's got to be one of the more gnarly things I've seen in my life. I've just never seen destruction on that scale so fast. How are you doing?
It's not my first time,
Oh no.
unfortunately.
You made it?
I'm originally from Silver Marches.
Okay.
But it's
Luciano, make a history check for me real quick.
I was gonna say, sure. Check.
Oh yeah, you definitely know what the Silver Marches War was. Chances are it
Yeah.
affected the economy of your parents.
Yep.
and your family was involved in some of the trading that occurred. The Silver Marchers War was a brutal war between the Many Arrows tribes of orcs and everyone else at that time, and they even invaded semi-successfully, taking over portions of Neverwinter for a brief period.
Wow.
And then when the peace accords were reached, which you don't know all the details of, most of them had withdrawn back to their territories.
Yeah. That was far-reaching. I'm sure that had to be a lot for you being there. Huh?
I was a kid. I don't remember all of it that well, but it's not my first time.
So just so we're clear, that was about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Cool. Thank you. Good to know. Is tragic what happened, but it's a blessing that you made it out. I know for one, I would be dead many times over had you not been there for us.
No. I just think I need a point too, because
Yeah.
all I can think about is the fact that we couldn't be that for some poor soul in Daggerford.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've never seen anything like that. My instinct just to run out. Let's go get a pint, bud. Talk about this.
Jonasters.
I put my hand on his back, just
as you guys come down the
trying very
stairs,
hard.
you see Rafe sitting at the table. Rafe, I need you to make an investigation check.
The floor opens up. It turns into a big pit. Oh, God.
God.
There's always a trap.
This is a giant mimic the whole time?
You're having a hard time hearing over all the sounds of people talking, making out any particular conversations. You're picking up pieces here and there, but nothing that's actually substantive for you right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Rafe. At the same time, as the Sim and Turja are finishing their conversation, they realize Rafe is sitting at the table by himself. And as Rafe is sitting there and realizing Sim and Turja have just walked in and finished their conversation, with right behind an armored figure moving to the bar, a person comes in. Just the door opens. Boom, boom. I bring news of the siege of Daggerford.
Well,
I need
okay.
a drink. And he walks up to the bar. I'll have an ale. Tall. And he drinks it. The man is young. I can only stop here for briefly, and then I must change horses and make my way. The news is thus. Daggerford still stands. Many people are wounded and injured. The wizards were able to, well, what's left of them, were able to fight off whatever was Maug, the creature there. However, the dead are walking in many places all at once. There is a need for troops, well paid, and the request has gone out to seek those who are worthy of such adventures. Anyway, not for the faint of heart. It appears that over 300 people are no longer with us, as they walked dead out of the town.
Where did they go?
We don't know. We followed the tracks. They milled about someplace, and they were gone.
Gone, like the tracks stopped?
Yes.
Ooh.
Rough job.
There have been graveyards where the dead have risen. Keep watch. Keep watch. Sips his ale one more time. Finishes it off. I'd like a ration of dried meat, and if you could refill the wineskin. He throws 5 silver on the table, kicks it the rest a tip. I must go warn Waterdeep of what's happened. And as he gets his wineskin back, I bid you all fair weather and fair luck. And he steps out breathlessly into the night, the door closing behind him.
Can I go after him for a quick sec?
Yeah, you jump out the door?
I run
Yeah.
after him. Say, do you have a horse?
Yes, of course. He
No, because he
walks over
needed
to
a
it.
swap. Didn't he need a swap? He just rode this one in hard, right?
No. This is the fresh one. The whole.
Oh,
one's
this
already
is the
been brought
fresh
into
one.
The stable. Yeah.
All right. Swift travels. Travel safe.
And safety unto you as well. The Lord's Alliance will stand for no vengeance like this before. We shall find them and make them pay. And he mounts up, rides to the gate, signals them. The gate is already, the portcullis was already raised. The drawbridge is lowered. As he goes out the drawbridge, the portcullis is lowered again, and the drawbridge is raised right behind him. And off he rides by himself into the night.
Go back inside.
I'm immediately as I'm coming down from the room or where the room is. I'm going straight to the bar. Drink in my hand.
Hey, what do you have?
Your tallest glass of whatever's the strongest.
I've got some two-nose ale from Waterdeep.
Sounds good.
The Mirabar spirits. I've got my own grog brew if you want. The strongest stuff is the two-nose.
I'll take the 2 nose.
All right. Breaks out a stein. Drops it down. That's 2 silver.
I'll hand him 6, and I'm like, I'm gonna be back.
You hand him what?
I hand him
6?
6 silver. Yeah, I'm like, I'll be back.
I look forward to it.
Right there. I saunter over. I'm downing this as I'm walking, and I'm gonna go sit by Rafe.
I'll take a flight of ales. I still have
Before
my
you get back
credit
in, Garlo. So, a little voice pops in your head. I bet you feel pretty bad about not being strong enough or brave enough to fight off those evil people.
Oh no.
I can make you stronger. And a raven pops up. So, you interested?
I'm listening.
You sign a deal with me, and I can make all sorts of great things happen. I can give you powers, strength, agility, all sorts of things. For a price, of course. And even have some additional options should you need them in a pinch if you get into a really tough fight. All for a small price.
And what price is that?
It depends on how many of the packs you open. But we could start with all of your eyelashes, some fingernails, a drop of blood to sign with, of course, and maybe all of your belly button lint.
Let's see this contract.
Oh.
Out pops a lovely scroll of paper. Jim Carlson. Go ahead, read it. Take a look. Take a look. Make an investigation check at disadvantage.
I'm going to say, I'll take the contract in hand, say, I'm going to need a night to read on it, if it's all right with you.
Come on, read it now. Sign now. You can have your power now. Then you'll have all night to sleep restfully.
There's nothing you can do that's going to help me sleep restfully, sir. Oh, big.
This contract can be arranged for that, if you wish it.
Then it shouldn't be an issue if I wait. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the offer.
Best
Jack
of
played
luck.
2-2, just played an investigation +1.
Flies off.
Yeah, this is something Garlo's
So you just
gonna-
take the roll of paper. You haven't actually read it yet.
No.
Okay.
I stuck it into my coat.
Okay.
Giving it a lot of consideration.
And then
Then I
you
go
step
in.
back in. Yeah.
I go to the dwarf. I get 7 ales just on my tab that I kind of have running on
Why,
right
of
now.
course you can. And he just starts filling up the ales, one right after the other, slides them over. Your party's over at the table. You can bring them all over there, or I can have the staff come and help you.
I've got it. And I slam the first one, and then I
Mhm.
take the other 6, 3 in each hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I bring them
Okay.
over the table. All right. Anyone need a drink? I just lay them out on the table.
I do.
Right. Sitting at the drinks. Rafe,
Day
what are you
after.
doing at this time?
As it's begun to get much, much louder, and the conversation has already eluded me, I'm probably just sitting back and watching what the crowd is doing.
So the crowd is now suddenly a lot quieter. Do you hear that? The dead are walking. I haven't seen something like that since. I haven't even heard about something like that since Dragonspear, almost 100 years ago. When the devils
Yeah.
were out.
What is the guy with the Tworm sigil on him doing? Paladin.
He's just sitting at the bar, slowly sipping his stuff.
Interesting. I walk over. I take the ale from Garlo first and thank him for it, and then I walk over to Mr. Paladin, dude.
Okay. You gonna sit next to him at the bar?
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Paladin dude was my father.
You can just call me, dude.
Call me Paladin dude.
You sit down next to him. He kind of gives you a nod, sips his ale a little bit more.
So, you're. I would have thought you'd be out there watching the cemetery or with the guards, given the news we just got.
The guards have it well in hand.
So then, where are you heading?
I haven't decided yet. Where are you headed?
Oh, just north. Actually, Waterdeep's west of here, right?
North.
Okay, I'd say just
North of you.
north. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Well, that's good to know. I'm Danzar Garviel. He holds out his gauntleted hand.
I gingerly take his hand, silently praying he doesn't like crush it just by
No,
accident.
he takes it.
Okay.
He bows to you. And you are, lady?
Turja,
Turja
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk. Of
Of what?
where are you from?
Oh, Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. I haven't been to Waterdeep in a while.
Where are you headed?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, right, you already said that. I'm sorry. I guess it's just been a little nervous couple of days. What with everything that's been happening.
You're not farm folk. Your hands are too soft.
I don't see why that's so important.
No, you're not from here.
I never claimed to be.
You're a merchant?
My family are.
And you?
And
What do you do?
Well, a courier, I guess you could say. I run errands.
Fair enough. Well, may Torm's blessings be upon you then.
All right. Safe travels, sir.
I make my own safety. And Torm protects.
I guess I've been dismissed. I get up and walk away.
He wasn't dismissing you. But you get up and walk away?
Yeah. I don't mean in a rude way. Just sort of like the conversation has clearly come to a natural stop.
So as you get up and walk back toward the table, Cimmerian, you see him turn and kind of eye her a little bit.
Yay!
Turn back this beer.
Shut.
What?
You dog, you. I thought Lucy was the only one having fun.
I thought maybe if he was I wasn't having fun.
No, you can have fun. It's fine. We're living, we're breathing. We're supposed to be having fun.
Well, I mean, I wasn't not having fun, but I just thought maybe, big knight of Torm or paladin of Torm or whatever he is, he might know something about like the Walking Dead and the wizard battle or beheading there.
Sure, but what about his eyes?
They were brown.
Oh, did you just like fall into them?
No.
Oh, I think our definitions of fun are different, Tertia, but that's okay.
Is there in the bar we're in? Is there music like being played, or is it just basic bar noise?
Sounds like what this bar needs. It's an uplifting kazoo.
Oh, it's not going to be uplifting.
There is definitely a somber tone after the messenger man has come through. A few people have gotten up since that's happened and have now stepped out after Garlo came in. It's definitely much more serious. People are out there. If you're trying to get any other tone, it just seems a little bit, there's a lot less laughter that you heard before, but people are definitely talking.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody's talking. I'm just drinking furiously, and then I'm just gonna start emotionally playing my kazoo, just in the just
So
sitting
you're gonna
down.
you're gonna use your emotional kazoo animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
he's in the room. I'm just
Your
myself.
kazoo support system. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna start
Just
playing. What are you gonna
sadly.
play? Like, how would you describe what you're gonna play?
It's more of a somber tone, with a little bit of peaks, in it, because nobody likes a purely sad song.
You said are you playing like the blues, but instead of
Yeah.
a harmonica on a kazoo?
How do the
Exactly,
blues
yeah.
sound on a kazoo? Please demonstrate a little bit of blues on the kazoo for
The
us.
blues on the kazoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hard time killing floor is one of the best blues songs around.
Do.
let's see.
The bar goes quiet,
And it's just I'm
and everybody
just-
starts looking. And you stop?
Oh no, I'm still going. But I'm not doing it for everybody. Like, this is literally me sitting at a table just to myself, just very much like just kind of minding my own business. I'm
It's like a
not
man
trying to
playing-
perform right now.
It's like a man playing the blues on the sax, except far
Yeah.
more annoyingly.
And that's exactly what the dwarf barkeep says. Hey, either play something jovial or stop with that annoying sound that sounds like a bee in heat.
Oh, jovial. Got it. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Jack 0822 just cheered 100 bits to get the bees out of his ears. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack. You're a terrible human being, Jack. Play it loud. Make him pay more bits if he wants it to stop. No. So, what's so do you start playing something jovial?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. That's more like it. Yeah. It still sounds like a queen bee in heat, but
Yeah.
it sounds like a happy queen
Exactly.
bee. Let it rock.
I'm just I'm going hard now. But like I said before, it was more for me. This is kind of like I'm very much forcing a performance right now, and I'm not feeling it. I'm
You're
just
not
like,
feeling it? Okay. Make a performance check at disadvantage since you're not feeling it.
2 nat 20s. Make it happen.
Oh wait, that's perception. My bad. Here we go. Performance.
There is a
Oh.
0.025%
Disadvantage.
chance.
Oh, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14.
14?
No, 12.
Not-
I thought the first roll was 12.
That
No, it
was
was
perception.
14.
Oh.
With his plus 7. You actually do a passable thing, and some people are like, yeah, little golf clap at the end. couple people come over, drop a few silver and drop a few copper, not silver, into your table at your feet. Yeah, not bad. You can hear the sounds above of some furniture shifting in one of the rooms.
Yeah.
The floor ceiling isn't exactly quiet, but yep.
Thank you all. Thank you. And I just returned to my drink. In fact, I think it's empty, and I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay. So you go to the bar.
Yep.
All right. So you drink some more beer. At this point, the Paladin Knight steps up, shakes his shoulders a bit. Have a good night. Turns around, steps back. Ladies, gentlemen, and steps right through the door, which is the close. Your table happens to be the closest one to the door, and steps outside.
I should go after him.
You go after him.
No, because it's not. It's not
He
the
didn't seem-
story.
You got it all wrong. He didn't actually seem interested or anything like that.
He watched you walk away, Tertia. That's like the number one sign.
I mean, I was the
Or
only
he
thing
wants
to
to kill
watch.
you.
That does not help.
I'm hoping for the best. You,
I mean,
you
it means-
miss.
It means
never
he's
know.
interested. So
So,
See?
fun night or murder? What
Darlow
would you say
finishes
the
his mug.
odds for each are exactly?
I mean, both kind of work out the same depending on what position you're in.
I'm just saying, and 20 years from now, are you going to regret the moment that you didn't go after the big, brave tin can?
Well, you're the one who suggested murder, so what are the odds I'm going to be alive 20 years from now to regret it?
What if you're on your deathbed and 5 minutes from now and you thought, what if I had it? You'll never know. You'll never know. But fine.
I think I need another one of those drinks, and I go up to the bar and get another ale.
All right. He slides you another ale. That'll be 3 copper.
I pass them over.
Mm-hmm. Luck less. You're sitting at the bar for a while?
Yeah, I think so.
Everything
Sorry.
freezes for a moment, Georgia.
Uh-oh.
You know, I can make you charming. Every man will want to talk to you. This can happen, but for a price.
I think you missed the point. I wasn't particularly interested in having them talk to me.
Very well.
And that's it. That's all you hear. At this point, there are 3 clangs outside of the bell. There's a pause. 3 more clangs of the bell outside.
Darlow's on his feet.
There's a pause. That's the fire alarm. Well, let's go check it out. Everyone out. Let's check the fire. Make sure there's none on this building. And everybody files out orderly. So as you guys step outside, there is a wagon that is on fire.
Uh-oh.
And there are people that are immediately already starting to grab buckets and throwing stuff on there. And eventually, the fire is contained. Blasted alchemical fire! Who the hell let that thing loose? I think there was some
You thought
kids
we're-
playing around.
You know, we're transporting alchemical fire without proper certifications, proper bindings.
Oh, someone broke into the box.
Whose wagon is this?
It's mine. The guy turns around. It's a squat merchant guy. He had some wares that he had in there, all sorts of stuff.
Who are you?
Tavern. I was just supposed to be bringing this stuff into the Lion Shield Cost here when it opens in the morning.
Do you have any idea who did it?
Of course not. If I did, they'd be already arrested by the guard.
Oh.
Well, it seems that it's contained
People are
now.
rambling about, scooping stuff, off the things. Like, looks like it only did some superficial damage to the wagon. some goods are damaged, but nothing too bad.
I nudge Wraith and say, "Can you do anything about that with that spell of yours?"
Possibly. I look around. Is there any like actual source of water nearby?
The ground is muddy. There are buckets. There's a couple extra buckets still left over from when they were putting the fire out. There's a light steam coming off the sides of the wagon, the side of the wagon where the fire had caught, and from inside the wagon where the fire had burned as well. The sides are blackened, but not burned all the way through.
I don't actually know that I can do anything with steam. I'll try to shape water with the buckets and.
The fire's out. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
not worried about
So
it.
now at this point, there's the last smoldering bits of steam coming off from where the water had hit the fire.
Yeah, I can probably get rid of that with the prestidigitation. So I'm gonna do that.
No,
just,
that cleans it, but that doesn't remove the
No,
burned
no.
sections. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
actually wondering if you'd
prestidigitation-
use mending on it.
on the wagon.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean,
You want to give it a shot?
still on fire-ish.
No, no.
It's not.
Okay. And prestidigitation would actually let me like put out a fire source.
No, I won't let you put out a fire. The fire is out, though. At this
Yeah.
point, you'd be mending the wagon.
Okay. So I think I have to touch it to. Yeah, touch is the range for men. So
You can do that.
I'll touch the smoldering wagon and attempt to restore it.
And
about
it does 1 square foot.
Yep.
So
One
there's
square
now
foot
this
is done.
area that's like really back to normal. And then there's like this circular area that's around that area that's still like burned.
So
Oh,
try and
you got on both sides. You did all that. Can you do it some more?
Yeah, it's gonna take me a bit. This is it's not really easy.
Well, I tell you what, here's 5 silver for your trouble. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
I look around. Is anyone trying, like, because this was the point of like attention? This wagon was on fire. Is there anyone skulking around outside of where everyone's looking? So like everyone's focused in. Is there anyone skirting around the outside?
Make a perception check.
Six. I'm looking at
You're
knees.
looking,
Everyone's too high.
and nobody really seems to be sticking out for you at all.
Had a bit to drink.
Oh, well, that's a real bummer. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm gonna go back to drinking.
I was gonna say I came out with my drink in hand and I'm like, guys, if we're all done here, I'm gonna grab another beer.
All right, you guys head back in.
Yeah.
As you head back in, the bartender is unconscious,
No.
face down on the bar.
Turn to
An
Sim.
old burly dwarf.
I think
We're
some
going for
more
5
drinks.
minutes.
Tim, I think this means no more drinks.
I put my hand on my rapier.
You don't hear a sound in there except for other people coming in and you guys standing in the way as they all file in and see this dude face down on the bar.
I go towards him, check him out. See how he's doing.
He's like, ugh.
Hey, kind of like pat his cheek. Hi, hey, hi. What was that about?
I feel like I got kicked by a horse.
There's a horse here.
Was it a horse?
No,
Did you see
I don't
anybody?
know what hit me.
Oh.
And he's rubbing the back of his head pretty badly.
Where were
You
you?
gotta.
You don't see any blood. You don't see anything else, but something popped him.
Is anything missing?
I don't know. It's just, oh, son of a! And he's reaching down. He's like, all my coins gone.
Oh no! How much did you have?
The take for the night plus, there must have been 40, 50 gold in there.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, whoever it
Busy
is, they're
time.
still inside the walls. And he goes storming out, guards! Guards!
Murder on the Orient Express.
He steps out the front door. He's yelling for the guards.
Okay.
Do we still hear any moving upstairs? We heard furniture move earlier. Do we still hear any?
Nope.
Yeah, but that's not weird. We're in an inn.
Well, no.
But someone
There's
was
only 4
inside while
rooms
everyone
in.
left.
There's only 4 rooms, so there's only a certain amount of people that can fit in there. Not
You
like-
do see some people going back upstairs.
What do
You
they
can't
look
just
like?
start harassing strangers in the present they're guilty.
We can talk to people.
Mm.
Is this common around here? Wagons on fire and people being
No.
robbed.
Nothing about this is common. Some of the other bar people come in and they're like, some of these people are locals. And they're like, nothing like this happens at all. And then to find him face down, he's as tough as an ox.
Okay. I look around. How many people have like come back in since we came in? Is it full again, or is it?
They're starting to just pile back in. Like there's no reason for
Okay.
them to stand outside.
Anybody? Everybody. Higher coin purse is just a little bit tighter.
Look over at Rafe to make sure that he's got the bag.
Yeah.
You good?
Rave has the bag.
Yeah.
That's
She's
where he
back.
left it on his person.
It's strapped to him. Yeah.
Double knotted.
Yeah.
Through one of the
Hey.
belt loops. It's not going anywhere.
Now
Yeah,
that
guards.
you guys have just found out that there's a crime committed,
Yeah.
and that the city's on lockdown already, the town's on lockdown already. Are you guys gonna file up to your room? You're gonna continue to sit and drink because it's getting late.
I think it's time to go to bed. A crime happens, and it's just about being smarter than everybody else.
Crime does happen. Absolutely. I do still go to the bar though, and I pay double. I'll give him, since I even paid for the other one. I'll just give him.
Bartender's not there.
Oh no, I thought there was somebody else. Okay, never mind.
Or your own drinks.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I get behind the bar?
You gonna get behind the bar?
Leave 4 silver there. Thanks for
Are you gonna get behind the bar and do this?
I could try to bartend a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Good stories start with bad decisions, my friend. As you get behind the bar and you begin pouring yourself an ale, the bartender comes in with 2 guards. I don't know how he got in, or she, or whatever it was, but something conked me out. Drop me. The fuck are you doing behind my bar?
Yeah.
Right,
I wish I could hear
not
it
yet.
coming out.
Just trying to grab a drink. You were really busy. I was gonna pay. I just didn't
Yeah,
want
I'll
to bother
bet you
you.
were.
I just
Get
didn't
out
want to
from
bother.
behind my bar.
Okay. I kind of just do the little shuffle around.
No, that kind of establishment.
My bad. My bad.
Is there, like, because I go with Lucy for that part, but I'm on my side of the bar. Is there, like, a well of bottles at all? Like a proper bar? Like, for anything?
Yeah, there's stuff behind him. And, the premium stuff is back there, but he's got the the ready stuff right there underneath the bar, as well as a couple casks of this, that, and the other.
I reach over and take one, and I have 3 gold in my hand. So I put it on the table.
That's more like it. Put the cash down first.
I didn't want to leave it. Your purse was stolen. I didn't want to leave money out.
Right.
And I sheepishly
Where
like,
were
pull
you?
out a
And
gold
2
and
guards
leave
are
it.
stepping forward, and they're now eyeballing you like, where were you at the moment when he was knocked out?
I was outside helping with the alchemical fire.
I did see him out there. Yeah.
I'm a
me
little
too.
tipsy at this point. I'm
He's
just
kind of
like-
sticks out. Like he's no offense, sir, but you're the only tiefling we see around here in these parts.
Oh no, you don't see too many of us, huh? Yeah, we're great
No,
kind.
no, not
Great
very
company.
often. No, and you're the only one in town tonight. So yeah.
True. Yeah. But I was definitely out there helping. So.
A few moments later,
I have like 4
Um,
people.
We don't know who
That's
he
great.
is.
and they lead him over to a wall where you see, a bunch of posters. Was it any of these guys? And he starts looking through. He's like, I didn't see him. Well, take a look at the pictures. Is it any of these people? And he's pointing out different things. No. That's a work. That's for people looking for work. No. I didn't see him. There, you see the guards just kind of slouching, like, we'll search everyone as they leave the town. You better find my purse. They kind of look dejected. The sergeant and the soldier step out again.
Cool.
Rough night in Nightstone.
He appears to have been pointing out a bunch of wanted posters.
Take a gander.
You gonna take a gander? Okay.
Is he still messing with the guards,
Um,
or have the guards left at this point?
no, the guards have left. They stepped out.
Okay.
Yeah, he just sighs and just shakes, he's nursing the back of his head as he walks back behind the bar.
I take while Garlo's looking at those, I'm gonna go up and be like, "Can I please have another drink, please?" And I
Yeah,
just
by
try,
all means, just give me a coin.
and I
So
hand him
just
the
put it in his pocket. All right. So, wanted posters. Well, have we got wanted posters for you? As well as a couple other things. Let's see here. So as you're flipping through the various different things, you see stuff for Sarkin Queenix right here. And do I have that on up there yet? No, I don't. But 3 counts of high theft, arson, destruction of property, 150 gold, dead or alive. Deliver to the Flaming Fist Bear at Baldur's Gate, claim reward and bounty. There's another one for Darken Lefevre, for murder, high theft, arson, and destruction of livestock. Quite the surly looking dwarf. Quite the surly looking dwarf indeed. 200 gold. There's a poster there for enchantment casting services. It's quite nice, actually. Specializing in weapon and armor enchantments, in town for the next 5 nights, seeks Marzeltan the Magnificent at the Inn of the Praying Toad, but apparently this is for something at Waterdeep. Then you see these two, Baldrock and Belagia Slagspit for multiple counts of high murder, high larceny, arson, and slavery, considered extremely dangerous. 2,000 gold, dead or alive. Deliver the bodies in his Intarum office in Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, Darkhold, or Zentil Keep to claim the reward bounty. They've obviously made somebody angry. But Garlo, the one that really strikes you, the one you weren't expecting, this guy. You can see that also in the stuff there as well. Rin Drakewood. The murder of a noble, high theft of noble property, destruction of noble property, arson, and escaping confinement. Reward 1,000 gold, dead or alive. Delivered to Lord Dorn Greycastle at any Greycastle warehouse or Greycastle estate in Sea Ward, Waterdeep for bounty. And he looks extremely familiar because that's the same person who hired you to get this amulet. Garlo, you're the only one who knows this so far.
And Garlo's not dumb, so he's all of a sudden figuring exactly why an amulet of non-detection would be such a prized possession.
Certainly would.
Is there any way to, like, because the bar is kind of fiddled and everything, and this is kind of like a jobs board too. Is there any way to take the poster?
You sure can. You gonna try to do it quietly, or you gonna do it, ostentatiously?
Yeah, it's mine now. No, I'm just gonna just take it off the board.
Okay.
If I catch eyes with a bartender, say, you mind if I borrow this for the night?
Be my guest. If you find him, shoot some coin my way, maybe, huh?
Sounds fair.
Mhm.
Much appreciated.
Mhm.
And I'll put it in my other pocket. I have my bottle, and I will head up to the room.
All right.
For
Now you
little
know what a
bit
Dorn
debrief.
Greycastle warehouse is or a Greycastle warehouse is because they turned you down for jobs
Oh.
over and over again. But they're like a big warehouse shop store kind of thing, kind of like Aurora's Whole Realms catalog. But they just didn't have it work for you.
The Kirklandian brand sort of thing.
Kirklandian, yes, I know exactly what you're talking
Kirklandian?
about, but Kirklandian isn't really on this plane of existence,
Sure,
but
I know.
Aurora's and Grey Castles definitely exist. There are a couple others. including the shoddy knockoffs out of Thay, which you can also get. So, but that is it. That's what you see.
I don't know if anyone else has gone back up to the room. I think Sim said it was time to turn in, but I'll just
Sim
head
goes
to
up.
the room.
You guys go into the room. All right. So as you're coming in there, Sim, how have you prepared to go to sleep? Because there's only a bed for two, plus plenty of room on the floor.
Take the bed
Okay.
and
First in.
yeah, first in, and I make sure that my pillow can hold my tressum.
Aww.
So like
The
I'm thinking my
tressum,
arms.
the tressum is literally wrapped up on like your head,
Oh, perfect.
and is licking your hair as we speak. You know, to groom you.
His
Perfect.
little wings are folded over your eyes.
I think it's like whispering like cute animal stuff. You say like, "Who's a good cat? Oh, look at your little bean paws," and like just nonsense, cutesy stuff. And I, all the quote unquote lights are on, right? I haven't put out any candles or anything.
Mhm.
I'm probably even still like actually on top of the sheets right now. But it is taking a moment of quiet, I think, after everything.
And the door opens, and in walks Garlo.
Oh, hey, Carlo. You want to snuggle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bottle. It's like, sure. Fair enough. I was honestly didn't expect I'd get a bed tonight, so happy.
You're first here. That's how it
So
works.
you two get a bed. All right. What are the
sorry,
rest of you?
this
Yeah, go ahead.
Brandon
You
has
jump in
rarely
and
ever
get
been
the snuggle time.
Brandon has never or rarely been the little spoon in any
Yeah.
situation, so
Mhm.
Garlo is taking a beat for a second. It's like,
It is funny because you're like what 6'4" or something like that. You're like some ridiculously tall Viking, and yeah, okay. So, all right. So you're the little spoon, and okay, the snuggle has begun.
Of course.
Stampy and the Tressum get along swimmingly. So
Yay.
they're just sniffing each other. They kind of fall asleep. Boom. What are the rest of you doing?
Heading up to the room.
You head up to the room. You get up to the room and you see Sim and Garlo almost half asleep on the bed. There is no more room on the bed.
I shrug and take my bedroll out of my pack and spread it out somewhere in a corner.
Okay. Split it on the corner.
I
Right.
glare at the badger and say, "You better leave me alone tonight, you little stinker."
I'd probably go upstairs and grab my own stuff, pull my bedroll out, and find a corner.
Okay.
One that's not occupied by a badger.
You're almost out of corners, guys. So here we go.
Lucy gets the bed by default because everyone's too polite.
Luciano, you walk out. Everybody's got they're set up furtherest away.
Well, I
from
was
the
gonna
door.
close out the bar. I was sitting.
You're
I was
closing out the bar?
talking.
The bar's
Yeah.
closing out. Like people
Oh,
are
yeah.
going to bed. Like it's
I'm enjoying my life.
like no, there's not a high partying, highfalutin town.
Yeah.
Here. So like at 10 o'clock, 10:30, people are.
I'm just trying to stay at my base goal is I'm trying to stay awake and stay around like people. I'm just like I'm right now like loving being just in a room full of people, and I kind of want to stay as
People
long as I
filed
can.
out.
Yeah.
They're filing out. Locals are going back to their individual huts or buildings and houses, and some of the merchants are going to sleep on their wagons, where they have like room for that type of stuff. And a few people go upstairs to their own rooms that they've set aside.
Well, as he shuts it down, I'm gonna stumble my way up the stairs and find the room.
Okay.
Kind of just
You make it to the room.
I just scan real quick when I come in and just like see where everybody's laying, and I just
Yeah, you're literally going to be having to set up your bedroll to where the door, if it opens, will hit you in the head.
Oh well,
But
no,
luckily,
there's
you're the
an
last
open
person in the
bed,
group
right?
to come in, so
No,
you should
there's
be all
one
right.
bed.
No, there's two beds, but there's two people in one bed, and then you both rolled out your bedrolls.
I thought there was only one bed.
No, there's only
I
one
thought
bed.
there were two. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
they said
I
there's
thought
two
it was
beds.
No,
No, they said
One
the room
bed.
sleeps two. There's a difference.
yeah, one bed, two people.
Yeah. I kind of just look and I just kind of push. I don't even put a bedroll out really. I just kind of like shove the bedroll in the corner, like so I can lay down on it. The last thing I really do is make sure that the badger is like comfortable at all, because that's like
He
really
comes
the
out
only
from
thing-
under the bed,
Yeah.
walks around Turja, around Rafe, and then snuggles up to you.
Yeah, and I just pass out on top of the messy bedroll that's just kind of out.
Okay. And there he is. From here, you have a lot of options. Sleep is the number one. So all of you are racking out.
Yeah. No one's keeping
Okay.
watch tonight.
For my first 4 hours, yeah. I'll naturally wake up at some point.
Okay.
If we're not
Pass
All of
safe,
you sleep soundly. Simmering, you
in-
wake up after 4 hours of restful snuggling. And you snap awake and you have Garlo like right there. Unfortunately, you took the side of the bed that's closest to the wall, and Garlo's like now between you and any kind of exit. And then looking at the exit itself, because you're all crammed in here, you see Luciano with a badger like actually now on top of his chest, blocking the door. So you're awake 4 hours before everybody else, but there's not many places you can go.
Says you.
Okay, here
I
goes.
am going to be the person who crawls over the sleeping person on the outside.
Mhm.
Just all elbows and knees. And I'm going to go to Lucy. Hey, Lucy, do you want the bed? Bed. It's comfy.
Yeah. And I just like pull myself up, like half. My eyes are barely open, and I just kind of stumble my way over.
Okay.
I assume the badger woke up on when I'm starting to get up.
Oh yeah, rolled right off you.
And I just kind of plop myself next to Garlo, and then I'll take
Make
the spoon.
a stealth check. Or wake
Oh, I'm
Garlo
not
up.
stealthy, but let's see.
See, Garlo
Slide
didn't
Auto-failed
a
his
care
body.
so
check.
much when Sim left. Now I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage, Garlo.
I'm probably gonna fit. I'm half asleep, so I think if Lucy gets in,
Mhm.
like if he tries the one side, Garlo just instinctively knows, like, all right, my turn to be Big Spoon.
Yeah,
so I
just
will-
kind of smiling.
Roll
So you
over
feel a big, muscular, gnomish arm wrap around you.
Feels good.
And then a few moments later, you feel something explode in your midsection as the badger has crawled up and then leaped onto your crotch and is now climbing up under
Oh.
your shirt.
Scared me. The word explode.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel good. Like you jumped.
Oh
You jumped.
God.
And there's a badger under your shirt.
God damn. Oh my God. We will talk about this in the morning.
All right. Sim, what are you doing with your 4 hours of mischief time?
So, well, it's like what, 3 or 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of go wander town. The first step
Okay.
is I want to go see the Nightstone.
You want to go see Nightstone at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said the Nightstone.
So you walk downstairs and, there's a lantern lit. The braziers are out. It's lit. The doors are not bolted, but nobody's at the bar. But the bar is
Sure.
definitely locked down. Like you're not going to walk back there and just grab a bottle of good old whatever you want,
Nope.
So the cabinets are closed. Where are you going to go? Out the front door?
Out the front door.
Okay. So you open the front door, and all you hear is, it's even quiet. The crickets are very quiet. There's crickets out here, but they're very, very, very quiet. Then you hear nothing. There's nothing else out there to hear. Just the sound of air.
Okay. Yeah.
A
we're
few
still good.
lanterns still burn in the night. You can still see lanterns on some of the walls in the distance as guard patrols are walking.
Yeah, I think it's just that nice moment. I feel like anyone who's had insomnia understands that kind of that nice peace you have at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning where there isn't a lot of sound, there isn't a lot of things going on. And I can take a deep breath of that fresh night air and go towards Nightstone.
You walk toward the Nightstone itself.
I'm guessing it looks the same, but I'm still going to give it like an examination and a once over and see if there's anything fancy
Absolutely
about
looks the same.
it. Yep. And then can I go to the church?
You can walk to
Or
the
the
church.
temple?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
walk to the temple.
This is pretty much all I will be doing is not going into homes. I'm not interested in homes,
Mhm.
but definitely wandering the town and have that probably pretty spacey, dreamy look as I even probably skip sometimes, and I'm just enjoying the town all to myself.
Okay. Walking toward the front door of the temple, or are you walking around the back?
Front door. Front door.
Door to the front
Oh,
door?
everything I'm doing is very obvious. Like I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm not trying to be
Yeah,
sneaky.
yeah,
I'm just
So
wandering
as you're
down.
walking toward the front door and you're taking a look, the
Mhm.
two guards who are standing by the gate are definitely eyeing you.
Of course.
The lights in the temple are out. Like there's
Oh,
no
okay.
lantern light. There's no nothing in there. It's 4 a.m.
Of course.
Mhm.
Guards
You-
are at the graveyard.
You'd have to walk around the back to find out.
Okay. Yeah, seeing that there's no lights on in the temple, no reason to disturb anything else that's going on in there. But I'll go see how the guards are doing.
Okay. You go around the back and you see 2 guys just standing there like with lanterns and swear like, we gotta stop screwing up like this. Look, I know we've only been doing this for like 3 months now, but we gotta stop screwing this stuff up, man. We keep getting the shit details because we keep saying the wrong thing to the wrong people. And hello,
Hi.
hi.
Still no dead people?
No dead people.
Why do you look so spooked? There's no dead people.
I don't want to see dead people.
Fair. Unfortunately, probably something you can't really control.
Well, when they're dead, they're not supposed to come back. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Hi. So I'm bored, and you guys are like, you want to play dice or cards? You guys something fun to play?
I don't think we're allowed to do that when we're on duty.
Well, you have an extra pair of eyes, and no one else is around.
I think we could get in trouble with the sergeant. I think we will. But, I mean, like, what's the ante?
I mean, money is fine and all. What if I
Reach
take
in
one of
your
your
pocket?
shifts?
You check for your pockets,
Yeah.
and you feel a purse that wasn't there before.
Oh no! We're going to ignore that for now.
Would
You
you
know
just say? I'm sorry, you stuttered for a moment.
I was gonna say, money's boring. Money's like it's like who everyone does money. You want to trade a shift of work or something? Or do you want to trade secrets?
He looks at you. He goes, "Hey, Bobby, I think she's. Hey, you think she is? I don't know. Well, she's asking you for secrets. Okay, all right. What's the game? Dice or cards?
Let's do dice.
Dice it is. Who breaks out a d6? Who breaks out another d6? All right, we both roll. Highest wins. The other has to tell a secret.
Okay.
All right, done.
Mhm.
Break out a d6. He rolls first. He rolls a 2. Can you beat a 2? Can you beat a 2? Do you have proficiency in dice, by the way?
I know. I don't. Oh, well, hang on. Let me check. Before I just so casually say no to that.
You got this. You got this.
Trying to figure out where
The
it would
odds are in your
be.
favor right now.
Not weapons, spell list, items. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing
It
anything.
would
So
be
no.
No? Okay,
Oh.
so just roll.
Yep. D6. A 6.
Let's go.
2 secrets.
All right. When I was in my 3rd year at school,
Ooh.
I once put some horse piss in the instructor's tea. No one.
Did he drink it?
Oh, he certainly did.
Did he get sick?
A little bit after.
Did you have a good
little
laugh?
bit after he threw up for like an hour. It was
Oh.
great. You got the day off of school.
Did you get caught?
Hell no. That's why. It's a
That's why it's a
secret.
secret. That's why it's a secret. No, that's
Yeah,
very.
yeah.
That's,
He still lives
Oh.
in town. Don't tell him.
of course
He
not.
teaches.
No.
I mean, it would be very bad if my mom found out.
Sure. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, small town and all. You know.
You can trust me.
Aha. All right, we having another go at this.
We can do it one more time.
All right. Well, wait, one more.
No, I just got other people and other things to do. I am
Three.
a very popular person.
3. Done.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 1.
Aha! Now you tell me a secret.
Okay. All right. What's a good secret? Okay. So, let's see. It's just like clearly like the look on my face is like a Rolodex. It's like which one do I want to share?
Ears are all spinning. You know,
Mm-hmm.
which ones do you
Um,
unlock?
And moreover, which secrets did I know that aren't mine that I can give? Because I never specified to be my secret. Okay. So, of course, I wish I could go through my notes and everything to see who I've gained secrets from. Who do I know? My secret is that.
What? Just spit it out.
Well, there's a lot of secrets out there, and mostly it's that. There's a money lender over in Waterdeep. His name is Rook, and he actually only has 9 toes.
Did he lose the one toe?
Okay, so here's the thing. You won't believe this. He actually got bitten off by a rat one time.
How do you know this? If
Well-
it's a secret.
I mean, I got your secret, didn't I?
The point is to tell a secret no one else knows.
Yeah. And if you saw him, you would never know that he only had 9 toes.
What are you doing later today when I get off shift?
Being busy.
Oh, told you she wasn't. Oh, I feel like I've been had.
Oh, you most definitely have. But this was fun. Thanks for the pick me up. It was kind of a really awful day over in Daggerford.
You were there.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So the dead did walk.
Uh-huh. I killed one. Sounds like they killed a lot more though.
A whole bunch of elves rode horses out of the woods.
Yeah, I remember hearing them pass actually.
No, maybe. I don't know. There was about 300 of them.
I just
Out
want
of
to
The ones
note
you
that
saw
Kai,
maybe 20.
I just want to note that Kai Hawkeye shared 9 bits for Oak's 9 toes.
All right. All right, Kai Hawkeye. Way to go, buddy. Thank you so much. So there was like 300, which is certainly more than what you saw running down your area. Elves live in more than one area.
Okay. How'd you know that? Who told you?
We saw them.
You saw them.
When I was
And
on
they
the
were going
wall.
towards Daggerford.
They were indeed.
And now 300 people are dead?
300 people are dead. What do you mean?
A messenger came in and said 300 people dead, walking, leaving
I
Daggerford.
think he said more than that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a
But I was
shame.
assuming it was the Daggerford people.
Oh, that's just a lot of people. Too many for me to keep count of. So a lot of elves went that way. I mean, I saw. Well, actually, I met Flotian. He's a nice enough fellow.
Who's that?
Lord Flotian. He has, I guess, an estate somewhere. He's very brave.
I don't know that I've met him in the time that I've been here. But I've only been here for 3 months, so, you know, and him too. So,
He met at summer here, so
yeah. Well,
some bigwig. Anyways, I
Yeah.
know he yelled at my group and my friends to go back. But you see us, we I don't think we could have defeated a bunch of swarming bad guys. So you get it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that sounds scary.
It was really scary, and I think a lot of my friends are scared right now, and that's hard to see. It was hard to see everyone dying and screams. There's a lot of screams actually, and the fight initially was fun, and then when we were trying to leave, it was really stressful too, and we were kind of all yelling at each other, and that wasn't fun either. And I'm just glad to be getting back. I think.
Yeah.
You're a really good listener. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So we're never going to knock over the piss pot again, all right? Because that's what got us into this trouble in the first place, right? And the other guy's like, yeah, we're never doing that again. We had to mop up for like 4 hours straight, and all we did was move piss around the floor.
You got stuck with this detail? Bummer.
Yeah, well, it's only a bad detail, if something actually comes out of the ground, I guess. Just kind of boring watching this instead of walking the walls.
Well, hopefully, I look over at Skyline. I think it's almost time for people to wake up at least, so maybe you can get some sleep and you can have a good day.
And as he says that, you hear roosters in the distance of some of the areas, the little farm areas that have chickens that run the fields as well. Because the farmers, you know this, farmers often use chickens to keep bugs out of their gardens. So you do hear in the distance, and then echoed by a few more further down the line.
This was fun. Thank you. I already said that, but
you sure do talk a lot.
I'm not a big
You got
fan
a
of
lot to
silence. I do. I have so much to say. I'm very wise, actually. Carlo told me so it must be true. Anyways, I'm gonna go wake up my friends now.
Best of luck. You realize you've spent like 4 hours talking to them about all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And as you go back in, you guys, in the distance, you hear a muffled version of the rooster crowing, cock-a-doodle-doing. And as Cimarine goes in, now Cimarine, you did discover that purse in your pocket.
Oh yeah, as soon as I'm back in that room, I'm gonna take out the purse.
It's definitely the purse from the dwarf. It even has the Dwarven stuff on it, Dwarven runes and stuff. You can't read Dwarven, can you? Can you read Dwarven? You speak reading Dwarven?
Not anymore, I don't. Originally was intended to. Doesn't matter.
No, I mean, did you? Did you have that?
At one point I did, yeah.
Okay, but you don't now on that character, right? You didn't change that because I said that, right?
No.
Okay.
Originally, we didn't put it down as a proficiency. Her knowledge of Dwarven is, can I have a beer? Where's the bathroom?
Okay, yeah.
Can I sleep here tonight?
Yeah. Okay. It
Where's
definitely
the
does not
library?
say where's the
important
privy in
ones.
Dethic or any of that other stuff. But it's definitely a very dwarven pouch, and there's definitely about the right amount of coin in there that matches what he says was taken.
Is there anyone? So I was in the room. Is there anyone coming into the tavern yet, or is it still quiet?
Still quiet, but you are hearing some sounds in the back room.
I want to drop the pouch on the counter stealthily and then run back to or not run, but like I just want to drop off the bag and go back to my room without being caught.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie. 6.
Okay. All right. Ka-ching! The bag hits with a nice heavy coin on coin clink sound.
Okay. I'm just gonna go. And can I stealth my way back up to the room?
Make a stealth check. Hopefully it's better than your sleight of hand check.
Gosh, I hope so. Not by much. 8.
Hey, you guys have like inspiration.
Do I?
Burn it.
Yes,
you
we
do.
all do.
Yes. I'll go ahead and burn it for
Rafe's got
for
D4
reroll.
as well. So hit that advantage.
Still an 8.
Yep.
Different A.
You're like, you go for the stairs.
Shoot. Cursing in Sylvan. Go back to my room, shut the door. Like,
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
door
we nailed
slams
that.
too. Ka-donk.
we nailed that. Oh, no one's ever gonna know. Good
Everybody
morning,
wakes up.
everybody.
Slam doors. And,
Uh-huh.
What's happening? Are
You
we under
find
attack?
yourself wrapped around Luciano. Badger
I lo-
staring right at your face. Badger
I
breath
think-
is horrid.
Mhm. Stampy's south end smells better than this thing's north end.
Yeah.
Probably.
I look, I'm draped over, it's fine, but I think I mostly like see that and I see it's like what's happening and like just kind of get off real quick. I'm not like scared or anything, but it's just like Sim slams the
Yeah.
door and I'm just like, is it? Are we fighting? What the fuck is happening? Is everything all right? Fuck my head.
Everything is totally normal.
Rafe, what are you doing as that happens?
Probably I am disentangling myself from my bedroll and
Mhm.
and getting up and I'm going to assume that there is no orc raid or undead horde approaching and get ready for breakfast.
All right. First light is beginning. You can see it just poking out through the window. Purples and blues. Turja, what are you doing?
Not getting up until I absolutely have to. Because all you crazy people get up way too early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something before we set out tonight or today this morning. And I pull out, I reach for the wrong paper at first, and then I pull out the poster. I'm not entirely sure who we're working for, but I hold up the poster.
This sounds important, so I roll out of my blankets and stare at it blearily.
I'm just. What is happening? Why?
You feel a little paw on the side of your face, just like, ah.
Good boy.
Mhm.
What's it say?
Looks like our benefactor might be known under a different name, and has quite a bounty on his head.
Out of character, he actually did introduce himself to us as Rendrakewood, did he not?
Oh, he did.
You did.
You met like so many people.
I'm not entirely sure how we want to move forward with this, but if this is a dangerous person, this amulet seems like a bad thing to give him.
I look at the others and say, we already agreed to steal something from a wizard. I mean, we knew he was a bad person.
Is this what was the original the price point that he gave us to steal it?
100 gold apiece.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Well, and I'm still just like sleepy, catching up. I'm like, the reward sounds like more. You could have an amulet and 1,000 gold.
And
What if-
I'm sure we could say that we acquired the amulet from Rook and maybe get a reward for it as well.
Mm,
Or we just keep it.
we made a deal with Ren. I think we should honor it.
We could bring it
Besides-
back and honor that, and then take him and turn him in. 2 birds.
First, we would have to catch him, and then we would have to escape his vengeance.
The
Did he
catching
strike you
is
as
the
a man?
delivery.
Did he strike you as a man who didn't have any way to get back at the people who struck at him?
Not when he's confined.
He's been
You are an optimistic soul.
really nice to us
Tired.
too.
I'm not putting a lot of thought into my argument right now. I'm just kind of saying things.
On the other hand, you did make a deal to do a service, so you might want to follow through. The gods get pretty angry about it if you don't.
And so do I.
That's.
I mean,
I'm-
no
I look at
offense to
Simmery blankly and say, why do you get angry about it?
we could give it to him and then still do it.
personally, Rafe. With what happened in Daggerford, I don't really give 2 shites what the gods have to say about things.
Yeah,
I hush up real quick.
I'm not sure what you think the gods should have done there, although I do admit that it would have been nice to see maybe a little more from a Monitor.
Or anything, really.
Yeah,
But I just want to say, I just want to point this out. I saw it last night. we have the rest of the day to figure it out as we head to Waterdeep, but
True.
something to think on.
Thank you for the information, Garlo.
Are we
How
close
did I
enough to
even-
all? We've all read the whole poster, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to see it again? Here you go.
I thank Garlo for the information, but mostly I'm like, also thank you for the cuddles. I needed to be held.
Anytime. It's fine. Sorry if I squeezed you a little tight. I kind of had some tears.
Oh, it's okay. I already got spooked by the badger, so not a big deal.
Spook quota is filled. All right. We wanting to head out then, bright and early, or do we want a breakfast or something? How far away is Waterdeep from here, roughly? Do we have an idea? It's like a
You
day.
can probably reach it today, or excuse me, within 2 days.
Okay. So there's a general store here in town if we want to load up before we hit the road, but we might have to wait for it to open unless we just leave now.
We have enough provisions, don't we?
You do.
Yes, we have plenty of rations. If you want hot food, though, we should probably stay.
Just want to be home.
Yeah. Let's get on the road. This
Okay.
trip has been eventful enough already.
Fair enough.
All right. So heading downstairs, as you guys pack all your stuff and you head downstairs and you see the dwarven proprietor standing there like, well, good to see you. It's a wonderful day today. Timora's luck, Morden's glory. I got my purse back.
Oh, wonderful news, friend.
Yes, I'm not sure how, or some benefactor may have just found it, or maybe they had a guilty conscience, but it was dropped off, and everything's right in the world.
I'm glad to hear it.
I start you off with a breakfast, or you heading out?
I look everybody.
Maybe
I'm
a
like,
drink for the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Ale for the road, no problem. There you go. 3 copper. A copper for you. Sorry, you're still working on last night's tab.
Appreciate it.
And the rest?
Yeah,
I also take one to go.
Okay.
Cool.
So the rest of you who want one, get one. The rest of you who don't. 3 copper, or a copper each. You guzzle your beers or ales and step out the door. And light is now coming down. Bright blue skies, mild clouds in the distance. And your horses are made ready.
yeah.
You jump on the horses. The
Jump on the
portcullis
horses?
is opening for the day. The drawbridge is being dropped. And you guys head out.
Can I wave? I'm assuming the guard is changing, and I want to wave
The
to
guard is changing.
the
Let's
graveyard
hear, like-
folks. Bye.
We'll miss you. And you are gone.
Look at Lucy and look at Simp like, what the? We were, what?
He's a
I made
nice guy.
friends.
Fair enough.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh dear.
Let's
Man, Garlo's rolling like hot garbage.
go.
I need a combat,
That's
then my
not too
rolls will
bad.
come back.
That's
Simmerlin
right.
and Turgeon
That's what you're
noticed that
good
there
for,
are 3
Garlo.
other riders who are riding out at the same time, roughly. Nothing really spectacular about them, just some purple cloaks. Except as you guys head out and you take the long trail road down to the trail road, down to the tradesway road. You guys break north, they happen to break south, and that's it. And you guys continue to head north. We'll find out what happens next week. Magic and Distraction. And we'll see you guys again soon. So what do we got for our closeouts? Let's see here. Hang on a second here. I know we got some closeout announcements here. Big thanks to all the people who were talking in chat. We saw you guys. You guys were doing amazing. Let's see here. Let's kick this off with Anna, and then everybody, and then we're gonna rate a friend. So Anna, what do you got for us on YouTube?
Well, everyone, remember that we always post our videos within we try to get them up 48 hours after the show. So please don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and this way you don't miss any of the action, and you also get access to additional content. Your likes and positive comments in the videos help other adventurers find out about the shows. So please head over there and check it out for us.
Yeah, and if you liked our stuff here tonight, be sure to check out our other shows here at the Games Tavern. Actually, this Saturday, we're taking a little break from our RPG short shots, but they will return on the 9th of July, starting 12 p.m. Eastern, with White Plume Mountains as the dungeon crawl in July. We also have the Omega Files. They're back on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, with a Call of Cthulhu in a modern era. Several people wake up with kidneys missing and have found themselves trapped in a mysterious lab. They must find out what's going on and how to escape with their lives. And on Wednesday, we have Dirty Deeds at 7 p.m. Eastern. While preparing for a masquerade ball, it appears that Ro ran off with her uncle, and the crew feel like something afoul is in the air, but they must first find their friend before something bad happens. So please check out all our shows and enjoy our wonderful content.
Absolutely. And quickly on the giveaway, many of you know we were giving away a dice set from 1985 games. Our winner is Elf_01 Elf. Congratulations. The Tech Goblins will reach out to you on Twitch and get you the information to send you your prize. Thank you so much. Don't forget to enter those giveaways.
And a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring us. There's going to be a link in the chat. Use the promo code TGTShard20, get a 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions, like I'm actually about to do right now because mine just expired. We cannot say enough good things about Shard. We love it because it makes it so easy to just play the game. You don't have to worry about what's going on with your virtual tabletop. Everything is simple and easy, and if it's not, they're very responsive. So check them out.
Right. And with that, guys, we're going to rate a friend, and we will see you next week. No, not next week. We're off next week.
Correct.
The week after next week
14th.
on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. See you guys soon.